I'm not sure how or why we're still here or alive, but we are. And that's just like something I have to tolerate in my existence. So, hi, I think. I guess. Hello, everybody. I'm Autumn Ivy. I think I took my meds.
If you did, I didn't see it.
I don't remember when I did that, but I probably took my. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
I'll bring you some in just a second.
I think I took them.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay.
Time is an enigma and nothing matters, so we're here. I was. The horrors persist, but so do we. Facts. I should probably put a thing that says that I'm live, because I definitely didn't do that. So I'm going to hand Ellis my phone in a moment when he comes back so that he can post everywhere. Something, something, smile, everyone. Is that it? Did I do it? Is that the primetime selfie? It's weird. Like, the level of apathy that is being fed is equivalent to the level of photography that comes out. It's like iPhone knows that the sarcasm is riding high, so therefore the picture turns out. Congratulations, Natalia. That's actually awesome. Good job. Benjamin, I think it's required that you blink, considering that you started the Cheeto debacle in the first place. This is your fault. This is your fault. I'm now being crucified by the internet over cornbread.
It's all right. I'm gonna fix it today.
Ah, yes. So Ellis agreed that we would go and buy cornbread, like actual homemade from scratch stuff to make cornbread.
Yes.
So that he could make actual cornbread and change my mind. Matter of fact, do you want to grab me the Jiffy box?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Everyone who got so mad at me about the cornbread, here's the deal. All right. Here's the deal. So for those of you that are unaware, a lot of people got really mad at me over the cornbread and Hawaiian rolls are the same thing commentary. I just want to point out they're the same thing to me because I don't eat either of them and therefore don't give enough of a shit to actually have anything to do with it, which is why I don't care. But for some reason, I have mortally offended a lot of people. A lot of people. Not sure why, but what we deduced, because I when I was younger, I ate what I thought was cornbread and made me sick, right? Okay, doesn't matter. So I ate it. And I was like, all right, bet. Apparently people seem to be thinking that because I said that it was sweet, it's sweet bread, that apparently it was okay. It was this. All right. Hold on before you come for me. I was little and I don't know the difference. I legitimately did not realize that there was a difference between this and by the way, not sponsored. Jiffy does not sponsor me. Just it was 69 cents. But what we realized while we were in the grocery store today is that I think that it was corn muffin that we had after talking to a couple of people. And here's why. We were dirt fucking poor. And this is still to this day, this is 69 cents. I just went and got it for 69 cents. Now, this is not what we're making. We're making actual cornbread. And by we, I primarily mean him. But looking at this now, I'm beginning to wonder, because not only is this, let's see, wheat flour, degermed yellow cornmeal, sugar, lard. Oh my God. Contains less than 2% of baking soda, tricalcium phosphate, sodium acid, pyrophosphate, monocalcium phosphate, salt, wheat starch, niacin. Niacin? Niacin?
Yeah.
Niacin? What the fuck are you putting niacin in corn muffin mix for? What do you need niacin for? Unless you're gonna snort this and then go to the gym, what do you need niacin and cornbread? Or, I'm sorry, corn muffin mix. Fucking niacin? For what? Thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid. Fascinating. There's 3 servings per container, and every half a cup mix makes 2 muffins, which is 330 calories.
There, fixed it.
What is this even made of? 17 grams of sugar per baked portion. For fucking what? Is this what bodybuilders need to just be eating?
Yeah.
Like, in between their fucking... And I'm talking about powerlifters. You know how powerlifters are busy snacking on gummies? Like, in between? Like, they just have their bag of, like, gummy worms or, like, candy and shit. Like, just have a bag of fucking corn muffins, I guess. God damn. Anyway, sorry. But we're rectifying this issue today at some point. Also, Mr. Creepypasta will be joining us later because we will be playing the game that him and his dev team created that is about space. I had the pleasure of being able to voice a character in the game alongside of Mr. Creepypasta, so I figured it would be fun to play. Niacin is added to cornbread and many other grain products to prevent pellagra, a disease caused by niacin deficiency, as corn is naturally low in readily available niacin. I did not know that. I feel educated. We made a friend with somebody who fucks with food chemicals. Yeah. I mean, that sounds really bad. That's not what I meant. Okay.
No, she would say that tracks.
Yeah, probably, to be honest. Anyway, she's great. But, so she's like a food scientist, but she breaks down, like, the chemical balances and stuff in food. And, like, when I tell you that we had some of the wildest ass conversations... That's not what foodie means. I know I stopped myself, okay? I stopped. It's fine. Anyway, food chemistry. She did the food chemistry. Great. Good talk. Eddie Hall is consuming a fucking huge amount of That's true. Most powerlifters are. Also, no worry, Valkian. Time is an illusion. Yeah, most people were shocked when they saw the cornbread TikTok. But apparently, it was probably corn muffins. We're going to find out today, and then I'll probably get hailed because I still don't like cornbread, but we're going to find out. I feel like I'm required to like it because Ellis is making it by hand, and if I don't, then I'm just a bad partner. I don't know. Hello, Tactical. I wouldn't say schmurder. I would say that the whole conversation in regards to that particular streamer or person is fascinating at the least and unsurprisingly boring at the most. So I feel like that's also not a fair fight. It's just not gonna be a fair fight. That's like, well, how do I don't know how to appropriately word what that is without getting canceled.
I can't politely express my opinions, so I'll keep them quiet for the moment. My actual opinions are on Twitter.
True. That's true. Yeah, fair enough. How much was The Rock eating when he posted? Oh, yeah, he was eating like 3,000 calories. I'm pretty sure that was right. That's so weird to me. Why not just do what you do? Bro, I've talked about that. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do some of those fights. Or even specifically, I want to do like an MMA fight. I personally would like to do an MMA fight, but if I have to do a boxing fight, I'm down. Nobody will fucking let me do it. I don't know. But it's fine, I guess. So, I guess I'll just keep sitting here talking about it. I've seen some of the fights. The other problem, though, is you guys gotta realize that, like, some of these girls are not large enough. And I cannot drop below, like, safely below, like, 160. And that's going to be really pushing it. I can't fight that girl. Are you fucking kidding? So, okay, all bullshit and jokes aside, I can't fight that girl. You guys know that, right? She's, like, 5'4" and weighs 110 pounds soaking wet. And I think majority of it are her tits. And I'm not saying that to be derogatory. Legitimately, I think majority of that girl's body fat is her tits. So, like, more power to you, do your thing, but y'all gotta realize I am like 170 170, 175 pounds, right? Y'all know that at 5'8". So, nah. She could sign a waiver.
Beanie's got the right idea.
We just need a Waffle House.
Oh,
yeah, but only if you can be one ref, but the chair girl has to be the second ref. We need the bitch catching chairs. I mean, it could be a fair fight. I could fight at a disadvantage. I could fight one-handed. Or don't be a pussy and sign the fucking waiver. That's fine. Protect your belief system. You get 2 big gays for the price of 1. Yeah, I'm only 5'8". Most people are taller than me. It's weird. People meet me and they're like, I thought you'd be taller in person. It's Stormtrooper energy, guys. Drop 40 plus pounds with low carb. Low carb is hard for me. I like it, but I get exhausted. Like, I have a hard time with that. Look, I respect the miles, Bill. Yeah. I do have big person energy. That is a lot of the problem.
I tell her that often because she and I are both like 5'8", but that it's big demeanor, so that when people finally see her between like the muscle and the personality, they're like, oh, and it's like, no, nah. Yeah, it's 5'8", but it's 5'8" worth of like put you in a hearse.
Yeah. Cheat days aren't a bad thing. I want to make that clear. One of these days I should do a food video for people on the exclusives. I do have the Rhea Ripley effect. Rhea's not that tall either.
No, she's your height.
I was going to say, isn't Rhea also 5 foot?
She also wears some big ass boots.
Nah, but I think
she's 5'7".
Yeah, she's 5'7".
Yeah,
5'7", 5'8".
It's the same.
Cuz Liv Morgan's only 5'5". That makes sense. Cuz Becky Lynch is 5'8". Yeah. Becky Lynch is 5'8" too.
I mean, it's more or less just a hair taller than average.
Although, that's interesting to me, because I guarantee you, if I were a hard betting man, I will guarantee you that Rhea Ripley weighs probably 20 pounds more than Becky Lynch. I want to know now.
Hold on. Was that just announced an hour ago?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No, I don't think so. No, 2024.
Scroll up. It says 1 hour.
2024.
Oh, I see. It's from the timestamp.
Wait a minute.
Because it's a Reddit post.
Yeah, it's old. Oh yeah, she's like, well, I don't know if that's true. Because some of this shit has her at like 137, 140 pounds.
For who?
For Rhea.
Nah, maybe a long time ago.
She gotta be heavier than that. I don't believe that. I don't. Becky Lynch, I bet you, is less. Yeah, Becky Lynch is like 135, but she's listed at 5'6". That's interesting. Is the carnivore diet good for you? I'm gonna level with you. I am not a registered dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I am not the person that you want to go to and ask, is X diet beneficial? Because I don't know your body. I don't know you. I don't know what you're doing day to day. By no means would I ever say something without stating, like, I am not a doctor or a certified personal trainer, right? So I couldn't tell you. I can tell you that there are plenty of research, plenty of basis and research that tells you that strictly carnivore diets are not beneficial unless you are supplementing, because you're missing core nutrients that you cannot get from a strictly carnivorous diet.
That's the tough part about all those diets, is they're all based on the fact that you're missing something crucial. That's why none of them are really good long-term.
Keto's the same way.
Diets. Yeah, well, somebody asked about keto too.
Yeah.
They're quick fix diets.
Yes. So that's something to consider. Ah, yes. The Dr. Meatball is in. And, yeah, I mean, technically humans are omnivorous. Well, yeah, and that's the thing, is you're missing a lot of stuff for it. So I would definitely not consider that. Well, that's why you get people. So if you ever see bikini body, good God, bikini bodybuilders, right? So competitive bikini bodybuilders, you'll notice a lot of their dietary stuff is like plain chicken and rice and like really strict diet mechanics. So there's a reason for that. But you guys got to realize too that like at my lowest weight, when I was like before a lot of the muscle build, at my lowest weight, when I had lost a lot of my muscle mass and a lot of my body fat, I was still like 158 at my lowest. And that was just where I was. So I can drop that far, but I was not good. I was not with the healthy. So I promised that we would react to the sneak peek of the Devil May Cry anime that Netflix dropped. Mostly because I haven't watched it. We watched the trailer, like the official teaser trailer that they dropped like 5 months ago, but we haven't watched the alley fight. So I thought that I would give you guys a live reaction to that since we are waiting a little bit for Mr. Creepypasta to join us. I didn't want to put any pressure. So there's the original Devil May Cry anime, right? Which we both loved. Depressing as dog shit, but
still one
but
of my
good.
favorites of all time.
So now there's a new one that Netflix is producing, and Johnny Young Bosch now voices Dante. I've got some opinions about it, but with respect to a fellow voice actor, you're gonna do the job that you're listed to do, even though you're already canonized in the series as another character. But that's neither here nor there. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna react to that.
We sure are.
All right, great. I guess I can play it like this. Hold on. Is my stuff? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hold on. I'm setting us up. I did not have us appropriately set up. All right.
Do I need to lean in closer? Is the camera weird?
Yeah, you can lean in a little bit if you can. Okay. All right. Ready?
Yeah. Man.
I have... hold on. I want to look at something real quick here. Okay. So, his left and his right hands are supposed to be ebony and ivory, right? Okay, so that's his left hand. Okay. I want you to pay attention to not just the barrel of that gun, the color, and then the color of the accessory on the piece on the side, right? And that is his right hand. Okay. Now, I'm a simple creature. Okay. I'm a very simple creature. Okay. So, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. One of two things. And here's the thing I want people to remember before I start jumping ship here. So, this follows primarily the manga. Now, if you have not read the manga, some educational tidbits here is that Dante technically does not get the true forms of ebony and ivory until later on down the road in the manga.
Right.
Because Goldstein, who was the one who originally made his guns in the first place, which canonized in the games is Neil Goldstein.
Yeah.
And also in the manga, which turns out to be the grandmother of Nico. Which how that passed out, nobody's ever gonna know. So you don't actually get ebony and ivory until later on in the manga when Neil dies. Spoiler alert, everybody.
This is like a 15
Nell.
plus year.
I say Neil, but Nell Goldstein.
15 plus year spoiler alert. I feel like that's valid.
Yeah, but if nobody's read because not everybody read the manga. Some people don't know that.
Yeah, but if they played DMC5, they know that she's dead.
Way later, but that would be assumptive. You got a granddaughter by that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would just be processable anyway. So it's very clear to me one of two things either happened. Either they completely cut that storyline and they were like, oh, his iconic pistols. And I'm like, where's the iconic, guys? In which case, he's just got his dual-wield pistols. But why would you use the phrase? Because, again, mind you, in their post, his iconic pistols. And I'm like,
okay.
First of all, those aren't Ebony and Ivory. He has scripts written on the side, along with Nell's signature. There's also the portraits on the actual handles themselves. So I'm gonna hope that it's the second bit, which is basically that they are following the story of the manga, in which case you're not gonna see the true Ebony and Ivory until later on when they're passed to him by Nell. I have a lot of things to say. Well, because he is super young. So mind you, keep in mind, right?
So he's wearing full
Dante,
right there now.
That's how they chose to design him. He also has DMC's necklace.
Band.
No. So his gem, his pendant,
the gem is from 3.
No. The design for the gem that they show is the gem that came from fucking DMC.
Oh, you mean specifically the way
it is shaped. Not the actual pendant.
No,
they picked the fucking DMC pendant, which is the other reason. Because first of all, motherfuckers, you're gonna fucking barrel roll your ass down a hill towards Ninja Theory's direction when we already had that complication years ago. We did not ask for this. But then you chose to draw it in the similar line. So it doesn't even have, like, its actual shape with the embroidery around it, where it's got, like, all the gold embellishment and shit.
Because it was a 2-piece.
And then on top of it, yeah, because they were supposed to go together, which I guarantee you, they're like, well, but it's a gem. We couldn't stylize. Like, and then on top of that, fine. All right, wipe that shit. They gave him a shirt. Weird choice, but go off. Not to mention, Dante was not initially Dante. Dante was Tony Redgrave, which is what he was living under while he was taking merc jobs on the back end and fucking around and finding out. So I have several laid issues that, again, I'm not dissuading somebody. I just have my own personal opinions because this is the deep lore. And I know where they're going with it. They've already shown the White Rabbit, which, again, if you read the manga, you know what the context is because it's the rabbit hole effect. It's literally Alice in Wonderland. It's the rabbit hole. But if they go that route, fine. But it's a choice. Also, maybe don't advertise Dante with his iconic pistols, and then he's just got what doesn't even look to be 1911s, which I'm also confused about.
I think my issue is that this anime was put off a couple of times to quote-unquote make sure that it was right. And now that it's here, we have a canon voice actor for a different character voicing this character. No clarity on who's going to do Nero. You didn't bring back, on top of not bringing back Ruben, you didn't bring back Dan for Virgil. That's not a spoiler.
That was verified?
He was, yeah.
Oh.
To everything that I could find, Dan was not brought back as Virgil either. So, like,
and Virgil is in this, by the way. Like,
yeah, that's Virgil's confirmed. That's not a
Virgil's canonized in the manga for this.
Yeah,
and yeah, those are not. I don't think those are 1911s. They don't look like it. In fact, they actually look like they're designed not. Yeah, no. So Natalia just said it. They look like Berettas. Yeah, it's because they look. So the only difference between the F92s that Revi has for her Berettas is she has an extended barrel on her Berettas. And also the nickel plating Berettas that she's got with the Jolly Roger handles are different, correlated to a standard release of Berettas because it's not usual for that. Yeah. But like those F92 Berettas, different take. But the shorter Berettas are different. Like
I am trying to stay as optimistic as I can. Everything that I have seen so far definitely leaves me with some concerns.
Concern's a word.
I want to be super hopeful. I do. At this point, the only thing that for sure would make me stop and watch it, like without a shadow of a doubt, is if we get some kind of answer to who Nero's mom is. And even then, I get a strange feeling that we're not going to get that answer. And again, this is all intuition and gut feeling. But I can't help but notice that Hideaki, who Devil May Cry was his baby for the last however many years Devil May Cry has existed.
Yeah.
Hideaki left Capcom and like left everything behind. What was that? 2 months ago? Right before, literally days before everything debuted for the anime. And he said he went to go do it to pursue his own projects and stuff like that.
Which,
and
like, cool.
I wish him well. I'm bummed about it. I love watching videos about his bird, but I wish him well. But, like, I just think it's funny that he chose to jump ship on a project that has been his child for decades, days before everything starts debuting with the anime.
Yeah.
That's all. So maybe that's a little tinfoil hat of me, but I'm going to remain real fucking skeptical until the last possible moment.
Let me say this as politely as I can. I appreciate and respect Johnny Young Bosch as a voice actor. Obviously, he's done a fantastic job in the roles he's done. Granted, this is a younger Dante, and that's fine.
That was the only pass I could give it.
But it as a voice actor, right? As a voice actor, taking out my bias, my extreme bias, and just looking at this as objectively and third party as possible. As a voice actor, is it a good delivery for what context you do get based on that short snippet? Sure, it could be. I mean, it's very clearly like this, you know, kind of sarcastic, but also trying to be funny and like not quite finding himself and his footing when he's delivering. And then there's the expectation of Dante's delivery being like almost apathetic sarcasm, where he's delivering these funny lines, but it's very clear there's that undertone of, I'm only doing this because I'm really depressed. And people would argue and be like, well, Autumn, it's because he hasn't gotten there yet as a character. Guys, I want to remind you that he was living under the name Tony Redgrave because he was in hiding, and also pretty convinced his brother was dead. The whole family dead. And the one friend he's got, which really was Nell, so maybe it's like, oh, he's finding himself and he's gonna get older and it's gonna be better. But like, I just didn't like the delivery. I wasn't vibing with it. Like, I guess on a flat end, maybe.
I think the delivery was tough for me. And then to close out, my biggest issue still remains that Devil May Cry has always been a series that is extremely visually driven. Like, yeah, there's humor, yes, there's story, but like, it is very, very visually driven.
Yeah.
The way that this is drawn and animated, I don't know if they're trying to look like a hybrid of old school anime or whatever, but for those of you that haven't seen it, the original one came out in 2007.
It's sick as fuck.
And
I made a music video to it.
Even if you just go look at a trailer on YouTube or stills from Google, the difference between that studio and this one, there respectfully is no reason that in 2025
it's night and day.
It should look like that in comparison to the original. And that is my big red flag up front, because if you couldn't even nail down like the visuals to make this gorgeous, I can't expect anything else integral from the series to carry over. And it kind of, not that again he's not talented, but it kind of reads like Johnny was a grab to bring over something integral from the main content line to draw the interest. Especially because, you know, the other voice actors either weren't approached or weren't brought in, and it's just, it feels kind of like a desperate grab after putting it off multiple times to try and gain relevance when things are falling through the cracks. And that's really disappointing considering this was put off, I think, 3 separate times to make sure it was right.
Well, and of course I like Ruben.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an original. Yeah. I want to make it clear, though, this isn't about the competition of vocal as far as, like, well, you just like Ruben more than Johnny. It doesn't have anything to do with that. I respect them both as voice actors.
Yeah.
But I do think that there was a bit of a misfit when correlated to taking an actor that has already established themselves as another young character in the series and then brought him back for Dante in this timeline who is younger versus giving another voice actor a shot to audition and kind of bring his own flavor to it. I just personally am not here with it. Like, I don't understand the thought process behind the casting other than bringing in someone from the series to say, like, oh, look, but we did cast someone original.
Especially because my understanding is the originals for the other two weren't even approached. But that is neither here nor there.
And you're right, Valkian. Like, animation is not the same. It does get rushed pretty hardcore. And it's possible, yeah. It's possible that the final product could look better. I don't know. Again, you guys know that I'm still gonna watch it because I would like to have my own firm judgment about it. And
at this point,
I encourage you,
good content.
Yeah, like, I encourage you to, you know, to support or watch or have your, you know, merit your own opinion instead of just going off of somebody else. It's just, I personally am not
apprehensive.
I'm just not quite with it just yet, but who knows? Who knows? Congrats. Enjoy your vacation, Angus. I wish I could have a vacation as well. Have a good vacation for me. Shenanigans, I'm happy for you. You enjoy that. You enjoy. Well, not really surprisingly. I mean, it's just the one that fit the best and the one that correlated to the things that we got used to, I guess, over several of the games. Again, it is what it is. But it's not based off DMC. We know that already.
Yeah.
Like, my bitch was the necklace looks like it came from DMC, and then the shirt combo. Like, they picked pieces of the game series and DMC and went, what's gonna fit together? And then they ran with it. And I just don't know, it's really weird, honestly. Like, they tried to take aspects of DMC and then combine them with the manga and put aspects of the other guy. It's weird.
It's like loading everything in a shotgun and just
hoping it sticks.
Yeah.
Or like that you can get enough of the fandom to get behind it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And then the slip up by, I think it was IGN's post talking about the iconic pistols. Like,
we're wrong, but hey.
I don't know about that because the art's not showing it, buddy. Again, that I could be completely wrong on because it's possible that the reveal is the stuff for Nell later, in which case, if you've read the manga, you already know what's going to go down. So, who knows? I don't know about that.
Here's Wonderwall.
Lucia didn't come in until way fucking later, bro. I don't mean to break the news to you, but Lucia's not, that's going to be an afterthought, and that's if they continue it down the line. This is based off the manga. And it was way early. So I sincerely doubt it. If anything, the only person I could see having any kind of like introduction in any capacity, and she was really only canonized in the novelizations, is Beryl. That's it. And even then, like, we'd be lucky to get that. Because they're not going to keep her. She's not part of canon view. So they would literally be changing the story too. But I don't know. I got my opinions. It is what it is. I'll still check it out and I'll still form my opinions, but I just personally I don't really know about that. Speaking of which,
but if you do want really, really good DMC content that's not really super well known about and is canon, you should look up the Visions of V comics, which are translated now and available in English, but originally were only posted in Japanese. And they follow basically a lot of stuff leading up to and through DMC5, but they follow it from V and Virgil's perspective. And they're fucking amazing. So just throwing that out there, that if you haven't looked at those, they're very easy to find now, and you should. The end.
I don't know.
I wish.
Listen, wait, look, at this rate, with Hideaki busy with his birds and riding off into the sunset, I sincerely doubt that we're going to get much of anything unless it's based out of Japan and something that he supported. So, who knows? I'm pissy about it. Like I said, we'll see. I'm assuming they're talking about Nocturne, because that's all I saw was the comment about Castlevania being rushed. So I'm assuming that they're talking about Nocturne. Castlevania 1. You mean season 1? I don't know, but like, I'm gonna let y'all fight over the Castlevania vein. Do you guys remember Vampire Hunter D when they released the anime versus like the movie? And like the storyline for the anime was solid, but then the art style and stuff was shitty. But then the film version or whatever was really, really good art style, but the fucking storyline was shit. Like, I don't know. I'm very confused.
I've only ever seen the film cut into AMVs, if that tells you anything. Like, I've never heard anything good about the film, but I've seen the art chopped into 1,000,005 different, like, YouTube music videos.
Well, nobody talked about Kamiya doing the creation of DMC and how Itsuno took over. What I'm saying is Itsuno primarily headed majority of the rest after 2, which is really 3 is when it fucking sent and it mattered. And then 3, 4, and 5 from there moved forward. Was there a story in DMCA? Good God, DMC5. I just played as Virgil.
Valid.
I mean, it sounds like Ellis, to be honest.
Me too, man.
Although V was kind of an interesting character addition. He was. I did like V.
That's why I like those comics so much, is they tell you the rest of the story that you don't get in the game about V.
True.
Oh, and you get some really unhinged Dante content and like kid Virgil content. Like it just reiterates how fucked up everything is. It was fantastic.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
When you get to the mansion in 5. I guess that's my problem though, is like Bloodlust was like, maybe it was me. Maybe I should rewatch it again. I don't know. Vampire Hunter D is getting an anniversary re-release. That's going to be interesting. I don't know how that's going to go over, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, that's my reaction to most people. I'm so behind on news for things. I don't even know half the time what's going on. I could agree, maybe it was... But then again, I liked, like, Outlaw Star and shit like that on the back end. I want to get a Zoid. I thought about buying one of the Zoids and building it on stream, but then I felt like I would get too frustrated.
We have to do a trebuchet.
Ellis is thoroughly convinced we need to do a trebuchet.
Yeah.
Trebuchet.
Catapult.
Does it sound prettier if I say it with like a trebuchet?
Sure.
It's getting a Chuck Tingle rewrite, Hunting Vampire Dude. I love how Chuck Tingle comes up in conversation now, and like I had to explain to Ellis who Chuck Tingle was because he was like, "What? Chuck what?" And I was like, "Hold on," and I showed him. If you did get a Zoid, which one would you get? I mean, selfishly, I always like Sniper Wolf for obvious reasons. I don't know, because they released a couple of really cool designs after the fact, and I don't know what build kits they have now. Hold on, let me see. I don't... They've got... Oh, yeah! The baby! There's Command Wolf. I said Sniper Wolf, didn't I? My mind was on Metal Gear. Anyway. They have a couple of cool ones. Actually. Yo!
That's the one that
Shadow Fox was cool.
I was looking at for you at one point.
I like Shadow Fox too. Shadow Fox was cool. They've released a bunch of stuff after the fact, and I felt left out, because then they had like... Oh, is that a pre-order? They reissued it. Okay. Get you some, Konish Wolf.
Oh, it's that company that you like.
The Kotobukiya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. What? Are you fucking kidding?
Dinosaur.
That's it. I'm just gonna buy, because there's a Rex somewhere.
I'm sure.
They've got some cool kits. Anyway, for obvious selfish reasons, of course, I like those. There's the Raptor. I remember the Raptor.
Yeah.
Because they had the Rev Raptor, and then they have a couple of other options. I would have to. It would have to be a repaint. I like how some of these are, like, visually more fucking complicated than the others. There's the Genosaur.
Yeah.
The baby! I love how half of these look so fucking grumpy. So grump. Anyway, that's it. That's what I'm... Alright, Spike's gonna call in a minute. So while he does that, I'm going to set up... How's everybody doing today, besides the obvious?
Ouch.
Me, I'm the obvious. I had a weird emotional breakdown before I had to fucking do this, if it makes anybody feel better. That was great. We all love that.
It's well timed.
We're not rivaling just yet. We're actually going to play... Spike is currently rivaling. I am not at the moment. I don't know if I have the ability to do that right now, or if I want to scream about it. A sleep study. Ooh, fun. The kits are money, much like Magic the Gathering cards, I'm realizing.
Well, kind of. Some of the little packs are like $4. Some of them are like money. It's insane to me.
True. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't realize that, like... So... As we were walking around MagicCon, which again was a great time, but as we were walking around MagicCon, we kind of realized that, like, Magic cards and that in and of itself is basically adult gambling with card drops.
Yeah, because
to a certain degree,
a lot of the vendors had up like big computer screens with like cards down them in a row, like, we're looking for this card, we'll offer you this much. So like people are going and buying packs, opening them, and then turning around and selling the cards, and it's the same equivalent as fucking gambling.
Yeah.
And I heard people talking about, yeah, I made my money back, or no, I didn't quite make back as much as I spent. Like, oh my god, this is a whole world that I didn't even know fucking existed.
I say that, but I can't...
Magic is the original gacha game. That's, yeah, I mean, that's valid.
Where's my Silent Hill cards, Magic? Where's my Silent Hill cards?
I'm kind of surprised that's not a thing. Hold on.
Is it a thing? Did I miss it? Did I miss that drop? Watch. There's gonna be a series for Silent Hill, and that's it. It's over for me. It's fucking over for me, bitches. I used to play when I was younger, but like until damn.
So Masahiro Ito did art for the Duskmorn set, but it's it's House of Horrors, but it's...
I remember, no, but the Duskmorn set is the one that we were talking to Zabrakis about, remember? Because that's the one that she wanted the cards for.
Yeah, so he did art... Oh. Junji Ito did it for the same set. So this was specifically like a spooky set.
Oh, I'm so mad! Now I want a couple of those packages now. Damn. It really did feel that way. Like, we felt so, like, otherworldly and out of place. It was fucking wild. Like, we didn't even know what the fuck to do while we were there. Because it was just... there we go. because it was just such a strange position, I guess, to be in for us.
I mean, yeah, you can buy them all now.
You can buy the Dustmorn. Well, we knew that, though. We did know that, to be fair.
No, I think the newest set was the ones that I was grabbing, because your werewolf cards were a couple years old.
Yeah, but that's because the Midnight Hunt run was like under the Innistrad set, but then they just re-released Innistrad too.
Yeah, it's a different Innistrad set. There's 3 different ones.
It's very strange. Oh, hey, congrats, Aaron. Yeah, Final Fantasy is getting a new one. I think they talked very about soon. Some releases for the Magicon Vegas. I think was the rumor I heard. Mind you, I don't, just so we're clear, I ain't got any insight. Like, I ain't telling y'all motherfuckers shit that nobody knows. This is all stuff I picked up as we were at Magicon.
I like my dinosaur cards, fam.
Another Tarkir Dragon set. Yeah, well, because they just dropped, at Magicon Chicago, they just dropped, fuck, I forgot his name. Sarkhan.
Yeah.
They dropped Sarkhan, and his card for that, which, like, the call for that is any of the dragons in play or something had, like, it was like an insane fucking card. Something about, like, the dragons in play can be recycled for the graveyard or something. It's, I don't know, it's wild.
Yeah, loopholes.
Imagine the Wild Hunt in the Fey Realm chasing werewolves for sport. No, they could never. Kakusho the Evening Star. I think I saw that. They were doing the tournament while we were there. Like, it's, and I guess it was God. Like almost $500,000 fucking dollars.
That was the pot.
That was insane. Like, insane. Because that was pretty hardcore. Hello, welcome. Just so we're clear, we are still learning and relearning how to play, because there's so much shit going on with Magic now that
I tried a couple of games when I was younger, but I had shit friends who, like, didn't actually teach me anything, and I just got really mad at it. So, like, my understanding was very minimal, and then I don't think you'd ever really...
I wasn't, like, pro playing or doing anything fucking wild. I just knew the basics. Like, I knew for the element cards and, like, the land cards, and I knew some of the basic shit. Beyond that, though, I hadn't really touched it. I did have a big-ass fucking set of decks, though, that were black and green. And I couldn't tell you now. I know for a fact, though, I had a Black Lotus card. I had several of the Black Lotus cards. And I almost threw up when I saw one sitting in the case for $85,000 fucking dollars. But that's besides the point.
We don't think about those things.
I really don't want to think about those things. But here we are.
So,
you look like what Maitland Ward thinks she is, and that's badass. Who's Maitland Ward?
We played Jumpstart, and one of the 2 packs that I pulled was Infect. It was like Infect and Bugs, I think, were the 2 that I pulled. And those were equally fucking annoying.
Oh, she was on The Bold and the Beautiful.
She's a spicy content creator, they say.
Oh. I mean, I don't think I look like her, but that's just me.
Yes.
She got a real, like, very soft face.
Barbarian, we were indeed discussing Magic the Gathering.
Was she at AVN this year?
Probably.
I think I might have seen her. I don't know. There were so many redheads. Oh, I guess she recently got into a fight with Danielle Fischel, though. Sister, I don't know if that's a hill I'd stand on. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, we were talking about Magic.
Hey, Jen.
What's up, Jen? Did you come to... Hold on a second here. Okay. Everybody. Mr. Spooky Spaghetti.
Spooky Spaghetti.
I cannot hear you. One moment, Mr. Spooky Spaghetti.
Mr. Creeple Pastor.
Maybe not. Maybe not Pastor.
Hello.
Sure.
Hello.
Oh, that was not the hello I wanted to come in on, but okay.
How are you guys?
Why are you hesitating so much? That makes it weirder.
Exactly. That's the fun part.
Are you okay?
Dude, I'm so sleepy. I have not napped. I went. Remember that coffin I showed you from the Facebook Marketplace a while ago?
Please tell me you didn't go buy the coffin.
So I picked up the coffin.
Fuck. Of course you did.
Like garage now.
So you're just free floating with an old coffin?
I gotta do some repairs on it, and I'm gonna try doing like some highlight stuff. Also, let me just tell you, like, that whoever put this thing together, did not know how to use a hammer, or they did it for aesthetic purposes, because this thing is just rusted nails in all places sticking out.
Seems legit.
No, that sounds like an old school coffin. Yeah, that seems legitimate. It's probably real.
What you're putting in, it's already dead. I don't know why it matters.
That's fair.
Not if Spike is trying to nap in it.
Yeah, if you.
That's exactly my idea. I was like, oh, if I make this thing nice and like comfy, then like I could actually use this as like a little nappy spot.
You know.
Are you gonna nap with the lid closed?
That's the plan. Oh, why? Yeah, dude, you have to have the lid closed.
As somebody who has napped in one with the lid closed, I'm letting you know that gets real claustrophobic a lot faster than you think it does. So just be ready for that. But it does get very, very comfy.
I want to get that good sleep, where you forget.
Slept in a coffin
twice.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Mr. People Spaghetti. So if you guys aren't aware, I'm actually going to flip screens really quick, and try to get Ellis in frame, because for some reason the camera's cameraing.
Yeah, I'm in frame when you're not like that, I guess.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, I wanted Spike to join us for this one, because the last time that we played one of him and his dev team's games for a game jam, we were mercilessly ridiculing him in chat. And I figured that I would like to do it to his face this time, because
Which one did you play?
I've played almost all of them. I think the only one I haven't played by you was Dreamwalking. I think that's the only one I haven't played. Yeah,
that's Jen's baby. That's Jen's like full writing process, everything you wanted to do for that game jam.
I'll have to play that.
Lunar Echo's my baby. Yeah.
Dreamwalking's one that I have not touched that one, so I'm gonna have to do that now. So, if you guys would like to check this game out, I guess I should start over. Anyway, I'm Autumn Ivy.
I'm Ellis.
This is Mr. People Pastas, also known as Mr. Creepypasta. If you guys aren't aware, Spike streams with Night Shift on his channel on Twitch, as well as having his YouTube channel where he tells spooky, scary stories.
Yeah.
But one of the fun things that Spike has started doing, and we've played a couple of the games in the past. If you guys haven't checked them out, I have played them. It was Little Harvest and Midnight Myths. Midnight Myths was a lot of fun. Little Harvest was wild. And listen, I just wanted to pet the cow, so I gave him a 0.
It's in there now. It was implemented.
You updated
it? Yeah, it was implemented after your stream. Like, I think while watching your stream, I added in the coding for petting the cow.
Just kidding. It's now a 10 out of 10. It was a 0 out of 10 because I couldn't pet the cow, but since he updated and he's a good dev, as good devs do, it's a 10 out of 10 now. So, but I got a message from him asking if I would be willing to do a little bit of voice work for the new game jam that they wanted to put out for Scream Roulette, which is a horror game jam. Now, itch.io puts on a lot of these game jam sessions where you get a lot of these really cool indie devs, and you guys have heard me talk about this before. We worship the ground that the indie devs walk on, because my god, I have seen some cool shit come out of indie devs. For this particular case, Megabyte Games, which is the group's title, I guess, what they decided to go by. You can find this game under mrcreepypasta.itch.io, and this is Lunar Echoes. A geologist on an extended mission to the lunar surface finds himself in an isolated position that no one wants to be in. a short horror narrative by Megabyte Games. Again, for submission to Scream Roulette, our inspiration role was, quote, Void. Now, this is a pretty basic control system. I haven't touched this game yet. I do want to make it clear, I have an updated version because itch.io only, and correct me if I'm wrong, Spike, but it only allows you to update like certain timelines, I guess. You haven't been able to update it yet?
No, normally I would be able to update it with like the new build, but because they're submitted to game jams, during the voting period of game jams, I can't upload a new file. And I've even taught, like, I posted in this game jams like Discord, like, oh, I found this error, so nobody please try to get this error. But I have that fixed in the version that I gave you. Okay. Just so, like, if you wanted to explore more, you can.
Perfect.
But yeah, if somebody wanted to download the game right now, the real thing is just don't try to 100% it. If you do, you will run into an error on the 9th day.
Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Juji. How are you? So yeah, just a heads up to you guys if you do wind up playing this in the current state, which again, there is an update available, so don't worry, it's not game breaking. It will be rectified once the voting period is over for the jam. But at the very least, you do have that available. You can check it out here. Now, I kind of want to just launch right into it, and if you guys have some questions for Spike, be thinking about them. It's not often, and I appreciate you, by the way, for taking time to come and hang out while we did this playthrough. Yeah. But it's not often. Actually, I should probably let you see what we're doing. I just thought of that.
I'm watching stream. I can see. I see what you're doing.
I will pull up the gameplay and let you have it if you need it live for some reason. Otherwise, let me know. But
no.
It's Mr. People Pasta. So yeah, I wanted to basically take the opportunity for you guys so that you actually have an opportunity to ask Spike questions about some of the stuff for the actual dev process or something along those lines, if he was willing to take a minute to answer any of those. And also just generally talk shit about him, tell him he did a terrible fucking job, and laugh endlessly and mock him endlessly for his voice work, because he's an amateur and he's never touched voice work in his life.
I'm very new to this.
Very new to this. 14 years new to this, actually. And I also voiced some stuff in this game selfishly. Definitely shopping my own shit here. So
no, I messaged you about this months ago when I had the flu, and I was like, hey, I have this great idea for a game.
You must have been in like your fever dream. You remembered that more than I did, because that was fever dream era.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely fever dream era, because like I know I wrote it into the whiteboard document that me and General have for Megabyte.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things of like, this is such a great idea. It's like, what are you talking about? Go back to bed. No, I have a great idea.
I can't do it. That's the fever dreams is like, oh, thanks. I don't know what you sent me, but that's an adorable GIF. I love that. Man. All right, 1920. Okay. Oh, the music. Oh, wow. Is that Claire de Lune?
No, it's Canon ND.
Ah, okay. I was like, this doesn't sound... All right, that makes sense. Anyway.
It is Canon ND, but it is, like, reverbed and slowed down. So you get like a weird...
I love it. I love the undertone that you did. On a scale of Belle to Jill, how cunty is your character here? I'm not going to tell you anything about my character. I'm going to let you guys experience this naturally. But I will tell you that I don't think anything could be cuntier than Jill in that last delivery. So it's fine.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow. Anyway, I'm Autumn Ivy, and this is Lunar Echoes, accompanied by Mr. Creepypasta. All right, let's see. Find and log geological data, samples from lunar surface craters on the base computer. Oh. I like how boxy everything is. This is really cool. So this is definitely the breathing sound. My God. All right, yeah. So computers to airlock. I like how when you sprint, the gasping gets faster. All right, let's see. So we got nothing in there. The sample analyzer is capable of analyzing and reconstructing the chemical, geological, and biological nature of any material placed into the analysis chamber. Please be advised, do not place any living thing into the chamber. Dangers of high-level radiation may occur. What? What?
Do not put thing in. Might die.
So
might die.
So don't put your peen in it.
Oh, okay, it says advised. You get free to ignore advice.
All right, so we have to. Oh, this is cool. I like the windows. That's jarring. I feel like if you just stare out the window, something in the hills is gonna. Maybe the hills have eyes. I don't know. America. Fuck yeah. Okay, so we gotta find geological samples. I gotta put my dick in some dirt.
That's this.
Oh, also, chat wants to know. You're friends, right?
Yeah, of course. That's gonna be the next game. The jellyfish thing.
Oh my god, no! Stop. You know it reminds me of that South Park game, the N64 South Park game where you could pee on snowballs and throw them at people.
That was so good. That weird first-person shooter game they made.
It was so weird. Is that a sample? Okay, I guess not. We're just free floating on a rock, man. So I like how rocky and fucked the terrain looks, though. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna go up over one of these hills and there's gonna be something I don't want to look at.
That over there.
Yeah, I think
so.
so.
Jen actually, like, hand sculpted out the surface of the moon for this.
Oh, did he?
So he
did a good job.
Yeah, all these are, this is, like, his whole thing.
Wow, he did a really good job. Like, I like how he did some of the hollowing and, like, the way that it's... Oh, God. It's unnerving. This is what it feels like. Autumn, I need you to be a voice in my new game. Oh, what is it? Well, it's a story about two friends.
Two friends, right?
Jen got it. Hans,
you play a lifeguard.
You play... I'm not gonna tell you anything else. Alright, let's see. That should be enough for today. I can log this one and end the day, or find more samples. So, I have to ask, is there a benefit to finding more samples, I wonder? I suppose.
So there is. Right now, you're looking at if you look at your database and stuff, you do get information for every sample that you find. So if you're into geology,
oh, that's actually wait a minute. Like, I'm not gonna shit on that. That's actually pretty cool.
But there is lore also when it comes down to samples. So there's stuff you can do if you wanted 100%.
Okay. Micrometeorite shard. Description: a tiny irregular metallic fragment embedded in the lunar soil. Its surface is pitted and scorched. Scan data composition: nickel iron alloy. Likely origin: interplanetary debris. Impact history: estimated to have struck the moon approximately 10,000 years ago. Oh, there's a lot of samples. I like how Midnight Myths is in the corner over here.
That was Jen's idea.
I love it. I love that. Can confirm. Please, guys. What? Why? Secret lore.
Oh no.
Why are we talking about pee? Can we?
This is the legacy.
This is your fault. You've done this. Hey, Ghost. It is dirt on the moon. Oh, there we go. I ran into a hole. It's fine. All right, so there was impacts. I'm pretty sure that some of the samples, because it's based upon the impacts, I'm assuming, that you see on the board there. So there should be... There was that one behind. I think there's one over here somewhere. Bye, Valkian! I'm sorry, Unis Honest P sauna?
What?
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
Was that a thing they did?
Yep. It sure.
Oh,
so,
God.
Mark was in one of those, like, little mobile sauna things that, like, they just encompass you. Like, it looks like a tent. And there's steam saunas, and Ethan was talking about peeing in it while Mark was in it and couldn't get out.
Oh my god! Why would you do that? We're friends, right? Shut up! Shut up!
And then Mark panics. Rightfully so.
I bet. I would also panic. Please don't do this to me.
That was pretty much verbatim what happened.
Spike, I have something I want us to do.
Yeah.
That costs money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's an extra charge. Alright, let's see.
Rocks?
Rocks!
Here, rocks!
They're cute rocks. Oh, I can jump! Oh, I float when I jump. Oh.
Yes.
I'm so
Welcome
glad.
to the moon.
I'm so glad I wasn't paying enough attention. I could scout. I should have been scouting this whole time.
Oh no.
There's also a key that's only on the description. It is the R key. It does turn on your personal radio.
Oh, perfect. I saw
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't say there's anywhere in the game. It only just says it in the description of the story page.
I like how it's like little tinkle music. Do 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 do. I'm not sure. Tinkle is not what I meant. You guys, there was P on the brain. Tinkling is what I meant to say. Anyway, I'm fucked. It's fine.
Honey.
Is the mayor in the moon a villain in this game? The mayor in the moon?
I was considering putting some other things on the moon, like evil things on the moon. But
questionable horrors.
Questionable thing.
Yay, we got a rack. Found a rack. I love how it doesn't necessarily affect your jump speed. This is great.
The rock.
Watch out for the whalers on the moon.
There's so many jokes about the moon that we wanted to put in.
My Little Pony friendship is magic.
The whalers on the moon, the rabbit on the moon.
Got it.
And they sing a whaling tune. Alright, let's see what this sample gives us.
More rocks.
I'm hoping for aliens. Fair enough. Yeah, see, this thing shows you the little detections. The detected collisions. There needs to be some kind of a cheese.
Yeah, that was another thing, like cheese on the moon.
Alright, let's see what this sample gives us. Oh, that's horrifying. Regolith core sample. A fine-grained sample with a silvery gray texture. Scan analysis. Lunar. Soil high in silicon and oxygen. Traces of solar wind particles detected. Why does it look so spooky, scary skeleton? It's very creepy. Alright, I'm gonna end the day on this one, I think. I'm down. I'm down to end the day today. Oh. Ah.
Ooh. Mission Control, this is Aether Project Lunar 5, day 112. We've logged a new geological find, and ending day.
Oh. Did you hear? It's the spooky spaghetti man!
Who is this
we're
guy?
friends.
Get him!
Don't you dare look back. Oh! Oh, I see now! Okay. So I missed some of the detections. I missed at least one. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 today. So if we're there, then that means majority of them are on
The backside.
that side. Okay. So the front and left. Okay, got it. I'm figuring it out. Okay, so if we're facing this, front and left, right?
Just run until you find rocks.
There's so many rocks on the moon.
Some of
There's
Who's
lots
just...
which rocks? Do you think this is what astronauts actually do? Like, do they just wander around the moon's surface and look for rocks all day?
Yeah, I just watched Martian today for the first time.
Oh, really?
And that is what he did. Yeah, yes.
Isn't that really depressing?
Oh yeah, it's a super. I think it's a very good movie, but yeah, it's pretty depressing.
Oh, side. Let me see. Okay, so we can only collect one at a time. Maybe. Let me look. Because if not, there's one right there, and then there's one on the backside, so I think we're good. You'll love it. It has potatoes. movie? Wait, is the movie about potatoes?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it is.
That is horrifying.
There's a fair amount of potatoes in it.
Oh no. Okay, I'm okay. I thought I got stuck.
If you get stuck, oh man, I'm gonna have a meltdown. We meticulously went through to make sure you can't get stuck.
I jumped inside the rock face and I was like, oh, and then there was a hesitation and I was like, oh no. It's all right. I spaced out of it. We're fine. How was your Marvel Rivals gameplay going while we're finding rocks on the moon?
We won one and then we lost one, so I'm still silver 1.
Oh.
As is the general gameplay of Marvel.
So we got to get you back.
Yeah, I gotta get at least like 2 or 3 more wins so I can get back into gold.
We'll get you back to gold.
So we're all gonna get to gold, we're gonna make new accounts
and just live life in gold
until the season rolls over.
What is our first sample of today? Lunar Ice Shard, a small crystalline formation shimmering under your lights. Scan analysis, trace amounts of frozen water. Origin suggests recent impact disturbance. That sounds not safe.
Ice falling from the sky.
So My Head is Blue did all the artwork for all the samples you get. So every single thing that's a sample you find in here is one that she put together. It was really funny because like I didn't think about giving her a script for the game because like it just never crossed my mind that it would need one.
Makes sense to need one.
Yeah, so she didn't have one the entire time.
Oh god.
And she was just like, by the time like she saw it implemented, she was like, "Oh, this is a game about the moon." She had no idea because all she knew was just there's a lot of rocks in this game.
Can I just point out that I love that about them though, because My Hat is Blue. So in case anybody didn't pick that up, just to clarify, My Hat is Blue did the art, and the fact that they did it without a script and they were like, "Oh, all right," makes it funnier.
They just had all the articles for the database. So she was like, "Oh yeah, I could draw these rocks and glass and all these other things." And then at the end, like, "Oh, this is a game about the moon."
Shit potatoes, grown out of his own shit. It's poop potatoes?
Spoilers.
That's a spoiler?
Spoilers.
Oh, I mean, I feel like the movie's been out long enough at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I think? Okay, so side note, as a player, I think the only thing that I would have liked for this so far is, let me analyze the sample really quick and then I'll go back to it. But impact glass, a jagged shard of dark green glass-like material. Scan analysis, formed from high-speed meteorite impact. Chemical signature indicates ancient origin. Seems legit.
Spooky old glass.
Seems legit.
Spooky old glass.
I think the only thing I probably would like is when you go over to the map, which this would be implementing something ridiculous, I'm sure, but for the detected collisions, being able to see like what you have collected versus what still needs to be collected. So when you pick up an item and it gets analyzed from X section, just so you know like where to go after you've hit certain areas.
Yeah, the map was a last minute inclusion on there.
I do love that you guys included it though.
It does make it easy.
It does help. It is extremely helpful because otherwise I feel like there's some players that would just like meander. I'm players.
Like, I want you to be alone. You know what I'm saying? I want you to sit out here and be like, man, there's nothing out here. Nobody out here but me.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm real fucking alone. Hello, Kilala. I am doing well. We are glad to be back home. Matt Damon had to use his own shit as fertilizer to grow potatoes. Guys, I don't want this to be a pee-poo stream, okay? This is not. Can we please?
A pee-poo stream.
A poo stream.
Somehow I'm not surprised that Spike is here, and this is
a poo stream.
Yeah. Pee-poo-poo.
Let's see. It would be cool if you just randomly hear Vader breathing on top of your own. That would send me, honestly. I feel like that would be far too much for me.
But only like 2 breaths at some random point in the game with absolutely no explanation.
No context.
Like you're hallucinating it now.
This game is Lunar Echoes. This is a game that is free on itch.io.
Yeah, did you put it on here? You
Yeah,
did, yeah, the Twitch directory. Yeah, it works here.
I did.
I was so happy about that.
Yeah, that was actually really helpful because I know that the last one, I think it was the Harvest game, didn't have it, so that was cool. You just need the rocks to randomly duplicate and then have vague references to spiders. No! Oh god.
That was one of the ideas that kind of spawned like a lot of this loneliness and things. Yeah.
So horrifying.
I love that movie. That movie was weird as hell.
Basalt core sample. A dense dark rock with flecks of volcanic glass. Basalt composition indicates ancient volcanic activity. Estimated age 3.8 billion years. I like how this one says 3.8 billion years and the other one was just fucking ancient.
Well,
honestly, me too.
Pretty old.
It's so lonely. Hello, Earth.
Mission Control, this is Aether Project Lunar 5, day 113. We've logged a new geological find. Hey, is anyone still in today? I mean, it's probably pretty late. No. Ending day.
Oh. You just wanted to talk to somebody, damn it!
Lonely, man.
Oh. I feel like this is a really great way to go batshit insane.
Just be by yourself for a while?
Yeah, well, this isn't just for a while. Like, as he's documenting, you can kind of, like, hear the breaks in the days. Like, imagine you're in one spot completely alone and there's nothing but, like, your own breathing and the vastness of space and the silence that comes with it. It's fascinating. I was gonna send Ellis money at some point to go buy Hawaiian rolls so he could be like, hey, I have cornbread. Fuck off.
Oh my god, I saw that video like on Instagram or wherever you posted it.
Yeah.
That made me so upset.
Okay, hold on. So, alright, listen. So we deduced. Okay, first of all, when I was younger, whatever I ate made me, like, sick, and I just don't eat them. So to me, it's virtually the same thing because I don't like either of those items. What we figured out, though, is that we believe...
I'm like 90% sure she was given those damn
corn muffins
and not actual cornbread. Because those like Jif brand, you know what I'm talking about? Those Jif brand
I know.
corn muffins, like they are sickeningly sweet, and it's not actual real cornbread.
No, so we're pretty confident that it was actually just corn muffins. So Ellis went and bought stuff for actual homemade cornbread today, and he's going to make cornbread so that I can
fucking eat it.
Yes. Try it.
Well,
so
wait, does that mean that you find like the Hawaiian rolls to be like sickeningly sweet too?
I don't like Hawaiian rolls anyway. Just because they're like, I'll eat them if they're the little sliders or whatever, but I have to have like something to go with them. I can't just eat the bread. It's very weird to me.
That's understandable, I feel.
Why is there a black hole here?
It's a shadow.
Oh, it's a shadow of Earth. That's creepy. I feel like standing in it is just, it's gonna like suck me in.
To death. Yeah.
There's rocks to your left.
Yeah, I saw there's one straight ahead. I see
those
that
are the
one.
ones that you've gotten, I think, the direction we just went.
So there's like 6 or 7 on this day. So like all of those little impact points where it's craggy rocks are pieces. So right now we're getting through the story, so I'm not trying to hundo% it necessarily. But I do want to grab... There's one.
It could have been baked corn.
Baked corn?
You ever think about baked corn?
What? I don't like corn anyway. I don't. So elote is the only thing that I can really fuck with.
You guys should come down here, my hometown. We have the Cornival in May.
The Cornival?
Yes.
That sounds disconcerting.
That
it is literally the corn festival because everybody around here corn
so
farmers.
Much about you.
Yeah.
Corn
it's so good.
Evil.
The Cornival. It's a big carnival that celebrates corn.
All I can think about is that game Carnival that
Carnival.
was like, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, is it that but with corn?
Yes.
If it turns out Autumn's character is a clone, I'm gonna be upset.
I mean,
Moon,
yeah.
Moon clone.
There's so many good stories about the moon. So many good media, good moon media.
Trapped gas bubble. A porous rock with small sealed cavities. Scan analysis. Gas vesicles? Vesicles. Trapped during volcanic activity. Contains trace amounts of helium-3, a potential energy source.
That's
We
what
do
happens when you eat chili.
We do love trapped gas bubbles. Unless they're from Taco Bell. And then we don't. Whoa, what's next?
Mission Control, this is Aether Project Lunar 5. Day 114. Logged a new geological find. Also, if the calendar is still right, I think it's my mom's birthday today. Not that it's important, but I still want it on the record for her.
Aww.
Aww. Okay, yeah.
Aww.
Ending day.
Oh. Okay.
Mike, I don't know if we're still friends.
Why?
This hurts my feelings.
It was his mom's birthday. Let him have it. Thank you, trypophobia. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It was a really weird, gross rock, but that's fair.
To be fair, yeah, I do see that.
Wee.
I didn't even think about that being a thing, actually.
Well, to be fair, I think that when My Hat is Blue started doing some of the art, like, I definitely see, like, one of them is, like, skull-shaped, another one was, like, questionable. How can you end the day when it's always nighttime on the moon? That's a great question. I'll let Spike answer it.
You gotta sleep sometimes, right? You have a solar cycle, or you're given a solar cycle as a... I know some of these things. I intentionally had... Some of these are thought out. You do have a solar cycle. That's also why you have that bed that has the glass over the top of it.
Yeah.
Technically, you would zip yourself into that, so you can't float away in the middle of the night.
Could you imagine you like go to take a nap and you just wake up stuck to the window on the other side?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Generally, when you're in orbit, where there's like zero gravity, like here you still have minimal gravity, but like in orbit, you do have to zip yourself essentially into a sleeping bag that's strapped to the wall to go to sleep. Because of that, there was another thing also. Like every time you use your computer, you can hear the sounds of physical keys being hit, and Matt made that sound specific for it because I was saying like in NASA doesn't use touchscreens for these kinds of things because if you have your gloves on, you can't touch the screen.
Yeah.
So in any of those scenarios, you have to use physical keys.
That's fascinating. Well, and even the sliding of like the door in the airlock itself and stuff, like it's called circadian rhythm, where your body naturally responds to the sun. I just wanted to be a shit. Fair enough. Fair enough. I love that we took a really bad time for me and made it a meme. Yeah, thanks. Brescia cheese fragment.
Yep.
Cheese fragment.
A rough, jagged rock made of fused, smaller fragments. Scan analysis. Lunar formed by ancient meteorite impacts. Composition suggests a violent collision approximately 3.2 billion years ago. Could you imagine what a violent collision on the moon would look like? Like, that would be harrowing. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It
Or
Earth.
people even be driving there?
Oh. It not Earth. Well, that looks bad. Well, buddy. Got some news.
Mission Control. Anyone? What the hell just happened?
Hello? Is anyone...
That'll buff out.
Is anyone out there?
Who is this? This is Lunar 5. I just... Earth is,
I know. I saw it. Oh my god. Are you on the moon?
Yeah, I'm alone. Where are you?
I'm aboard Station Persephone. Our systems are failing. I'm falling toward the lunar surface. Please, I need help.
Falling from... What happened to the Earth?
The Earth? I heard a big... It's just... I don't even... Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know what happened either. Are you in contact with the surface? Hello? Are you still there? Hello?
listen, that's just like levels of bad news bears. I guess I can keep finding samples. That is so fucking depressing. Oh my god. He gets up out of fucking his cycle and just goes, well, that's fucked. I guess I'll keep working. Whoa. Oh my god.
But also real.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
What else you gotta do, dude? I'm gonna sit here?
My boss is gonna be so fucking mad at me. What boss? That was depressing. All right, fair enough. Like, that's it, guys. That's what we've got. Oh, sweet. When you get here, I'll have a new sample for my computer to study. That's so fucked up. What an asshole. Oh, my feeling. Might as well keep doing what I've been doing. Either that or pity masturbate, I guess.
At that point, I mean...
Hey, Rox, we're friends, right? I like how it's so sad that it just gets to a point where it's like, maybe if I make wry humor, my feelings won't be as hurt. It's fine. Hey, it was nice to run into you twice at the con. Bum things didn't work out for a photo. Oh, hey, yeah! I hope you had a good convention. Come in after making homemade miso soup and depressing shit's happening? Man. Rub one out for humanity!
Out for humanity! Oh, God.
Harrison, you fuck. I just
There was
like,
a bit like...
my milkshakes.
There was a bit that Pink was saying is like, right now there's just like such a confusion like you would have because like you're technically mourning for every single person you've ever known, like just all at the same time.
Literally.
And it's like, well, what do I do now?
Well, by that point, not to mention, you like, because you have to consider how long have I been here? How long have I had to deal with this? And like, how much longer am I going to have to? And then suddenly you start to kind of recognize those thoughts as like, is this it? Is this my life now? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
So that's, oh my God. Anorthosite crystal, a pale reflective crystal embedded in a larger stone. Scan analysis, primordial lunar crust sample. Estimated age, 4.1 billion years. Reflectivity suggests proximity to ancient magma flows. I don't know if I want anything to do with an ancient magma flow, but okay, that's fine. All right.
It depends on what you believe. Is the moon hollow?
Oh my God. Uh-oh. What now?
Are you on the moon?
Hello, is this the same woman from yesterday?
I used to love looking at the moon as a kid. It always felt peaceful, just drifting in the sky. Smiling sometimes, full others. Now? No, not so much.
Yeah, up close it loses some of the magic. But it's still beauty in the silence.
Oh.
I guess that's kind of what drew us out here, isn't it? Chasing that silence in a world that was a little too loud.
Maybe. Or maybe we just didn't know where else to go.
Oh, these conversations. Why did you have to make them so sad? Yes, that is Mr. People Pasta. You would be correct. Mr. Peepoo. On this particular stream. Mr. Jellyfish.
No, please. That's not the name I want to be known by.
Mr. Jellyfish.
It's
too late. I'm gonna make you a card now. It's gonna have your name and bright lights. Bright jellyfish lights.
Oh, there's a blue rock.
The last rock looked like a soft serve ice cream scoop.
Blue?
Wait, where? Oh, it's a blue rock. It is a blue rock. Hello, blue rock. Yes, if you would like to, you guys are welcome to. So there are a lot of samples to find in this game. You're welcome to check it out. It is free. It is free, and it is on itch.io. MrCreepyPasta.itch.io. And I would definitely... Why does it look like a... It looks
jelly
like a...
bean.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a
Jelly bean?
It does. It's a cute jelly bean.
Delicious.
Mr. Jellyfish was his father. Space Lady, you're gonna make it real sad when I have to get that sample into my computer. Stop! Why are you being so mean?
Made the rock look like a tasty jelly bean, and now all I can think of is that, like, TikTok clip of the cat crunching rocks.
What?
Yeah.
Why are you like this? I do like how you guys added that over, for the sound design, you added, like, that muted over pulse, the undertone.
Yeah, the sound, the space ambience.
Yeah, because it's really, it really does show, like, the vastness of the silence. It's neat. Alright, what is my jelly bean? Core Containment Failure Report. Description: a shredded section of a printed technical report with emergency annotations in red ink. Scan data, incident report, Aether core instability, final phase test. Cause: unstable quantum resonance. Result: core breached planetary crust, energy surge propagated through mantle layers. Status: irreversible geophysical chain reaction in progress. Estimated planetary failure 432. That looks not good.
Oh.
Okay.
End the day.
Good jelly bean.
You ever think about why you took this mission? You know, being alone on the moon? It just seems like a special kind of madness.
Sometimes. Right now, being alone feels better than being gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I guess we're all that's left. Lucky us.
Still falling towards the moon?
Yeah. I calculated it. Should take me around 65, 70 hours or so.
Is it survivable?
We'll see.
You know, it was my mother's birthday a few days ago. I didn't think about it till now, but she's I mean, now she's gone.
Well, I guess in some kind of way she still had a birthday, right? Depending on what you believe. Maybe I can wish her a happy birthday too.
Oh!
So, happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah, she would have liked that.
Ow! Shut up, you're not allowed! That line went so hard and there was no reason! Ah! Items from Earth are impacting. Okay. Oh god, what are we gonna, I don't want to find anything else! Ah!
Oh my god. No jokes for that one.
No! Just space, Evelyn. Basically. I mean, kind of. Space is such a good place to put existential horror, though.
Oh, another jelly.
Watch it be mom's body is a fucked up thing to say.
That's so fucked up! I like Maverick. You've been fucking laying them out, dude. God damn. Oh, hey, thanks, Yarazu. I appreciate that. Yeah, today was the day for a good good headspace for sure. Well, Mom, let's see what the computer says about you. Stop!
Oh no!
You guys did fucking. I did not. I raised you to be better than this, Legion. All right, what is this? Oh no, child's toy robot. A broken plastic toy robot with one glowing eye. Scan analysis. Limited functionality remains. Audio loop. Beep boop. You're my best friend. Power reserve 2%. I'm gonna go see if I can find something else. I'm scared what else to find. It's just his mom wearing a birthday hat floating in the vacuum of space. Oh my god!
So fucked up. Oh, but a
God,
hilarious
what if you just found a fucking birthday hat? Oh no! Stop it. I raised y'all better than this. Okay, so we got a couple of impact points, but I don't know what's got stuff in it and what doesn't. So we haven't been to this furthest one, have we?
I miss my moon, son.
Oh. It's just an unsigned birthday card. Get out. A birthday cake with a single slice out of it. Ow! Y'all, you're too big. I can't. Y'all too much. Okay, let's
Terrible.
Listen, I invited you to come. I did not expect. Oof.
You not expect the dead mom jokes?
No, man, then again, somehow, I should have.
You would...
Okay, let's see. Oh, I got a jelly bean! Found jelly bean. We had jelly bean. Hopefully this is not another... You invited him to what? I said what I said, Jen. I didn't stutter. You heard me the first time. He said he'd bring jellyfish.
Hell yeah, I did.
Let us cope, Mama Ivy. I raised you well enough to recognize... Oh, what is that? Is that a stove? Oh, it's a stove. Oh. Oh.
Great. Fantastic.
Could you imagine, like, he wakes up one day and, like, the fucking space station is just getting pelted with stoves and kitchen sinks and parts of houses? Oh my god.
You know what would be totally devoid of any sort of impact damage? A Ford fucking Ranger.
A Ford fucking Ranger.
And a Nokia phone from, like, 2002.
Oh, this is wild. Seeing, like, because that's part of a car.
Yeah.
Oh. I like this a lot, though, because, like, when you first start this game, you wind up in this position to, like, there's not really anything but the crags and, like, the rock faces and, like, the impact points, right? Yeah. And then after Earth explodes, now you're getting... Oh, that's terrible.
Thanks, I hate it.
Bugs Bunny Anvil style. Just like what Mama made the birthday cake in. Fuck you.
The Ford Ranger?
No, the stove.
I know.
The stove.
Could you please just... Sports trophy fragment. Description: a gold-colored shard inscribed with a year and competition title. Scan analysis: recovered text. 2028 Global Lunar Sprint Finals. First place. Minor radiation residue detected. All right. End the day.
Oh.
Your signal, it never weakens. Never changes. It shouldn't be possible.
No, I don't really know. I mean, maybe we're just lucky, you know? Maybe it's, what do they call it? A miracle?
Oh, that was bitter.
Stopped believing in miracles a long time ago.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have.
You know, it'll be a miracle if you touch down safely. I think we're all that's left.
Well, there's always time to start believing.
That was bitter. Ugh. Woof. On the other side of the trophy, it says #1 Moon Mom. Guys!
Why? No! I'm glad that she won a sprinting trophy.
Listen, she sure did sprint towards the lunar surface, that's for sure. I'm never gonna escape hell at this rate. Thanks, guys. Alright, so there's the car. What else do we got to find on this lunar surface? Are we gonna find a Honda Odyssey?
God, that's what I thought about.
That would, I mean, to be fair, that would have been hilarious. Is that a fucking Ford Ranger? Ellis, I found the Ford Ranger! And it mostly is intact!
Hell yeah, it is!
Alright. Yay, I have a rack.
You sure
Oh, there's a blue one over there. I'll go get that one in a minute, because that's a sad Earth thing. I know that truck, it ain't no stranger. I love my mom on a bumper sticker.
Oh, that would be. That's no. I'm playing at that. I was like, oh, that would be funny. Actually,
Terrible, terrible. We got jokes. Space.
Someone's gonna tell mom she can't park her truck.
Oh no!
No.
I don't want to analyze any more samples. You guys are taking this too far. Mystery fossil imprint. A faint impression resembling organic patterns. Scan analysis. Unidentified structure. Possibly a biological form. Further analysis inclusive. It looked like a dinosaur! Great. They're cute. Just turns into Monster Rancher. We start utilizing the fossil forms and creating fucking monsters. It's fine.
It's one of them moon dinosaurs.
It's a moon dino.
The moon.
When is there gonna be a cooler with juice boxes and an ants logo? Oh, there's green ones? Oh,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
You picked up a green one last time.
Oh, did I?
Mhm.
Oh, wait, hold on. Because there's... Okay, wait. Let me grab this furthest one.
Yeah, so like the blue one was the report.
Was a report.
And then the bright green one was the robot.
Okay, so let's grab this blue one real quick here. And then we'll go back and we'll grab a green one. Because there's these are all together now. So I can just grab them as I go. Part of me selfishly does kind of wish I could grab more than one at a time, but I completely understand that the point is going out and like having this repetitive action in the silence with nothing but your breath. So I do get that. I'm
glad that it actually carries over. Because like, yeah, I didn't want it to be like the repetitive nature or like the point of isolation in the game overtook it turned into being boring. Like I don't want it to turn into that. The gameplay suffers from the artsy fartsiness of it.
I think the metaphor is there, and that's the biggest thing. I think, like, well, we'll cover it, because there's some things that I really, really like, and then there's like side notes of thoughts as we're going along. Let's see. All right, so this is a blue jelly bean. Experimental power cell. A dented cylindrical device with faint scorch marks. Its outer casing bears the faded logo of the Aether Energy Initiative. Object prototype quantum power cell, Aether Series MK4, portable energy storage for off-world testing. Depleted residual quantum signature detected. Designed to stabilize energy surges during field trails. Failure could cause uncontrollable energy discharge. That sounds not good. Do you want ants on the lunar surface? Because that's how you get ants on the lunar surface. Hey, I'm happy to hear that, director. All right, let's go pick up a green jelly bean. We got a couple. We'll go get this one over here. As you realize you're slowly depleting your finite oxygen supply, therefore...
A slide.
Oh. I like how it landed upright. Perfectly able to use... By the way. All right, there. Green jelly bean. Perfect. Love it. Whee! I do like the jump mechanic and the float. That makes me happy. Wait, let's go down the slide. Whee! Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Whee! Oh, I went... Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I didn't put collisions on these.
I can pretend
I didn't want anybody getting stuck on them.
That would be my luck. Hey, yo, happy to hear that, Aiden. Congrats. I like how you guys are just yelling at each other in my chat now. It's the slide your mom used to take you down when you were young.
No!
Why did it just turn into your mom jokes. A new hand touches the beacon. Alright, let's see. Analyze schmample. Burnt photograph. A partially burned photo of a family at a beach. The edges are blackened. Scan analysis, image reconstruction, a smiling family of 3, handwritten note on the back. See you soon. Love, Mia. Okay, I'm gonna end the day. I feel like I don't, do I want to go back and get another one? Should we go back and get another of the green jelly beans?
Look at this photograph.
What do we think? Should we get another jelly bean or should we keep going? This reminds me of a Warhammer comic. You want to go again? Okay, we're going again. We'll go get another jelly bean.
Why not?
Because I don't want to be more sad, but you guys, sure, I guess. Star Wars joke. Your mom is so large, Big Kenobi said, that's no moon, it's your mom. Alright guys, these jokes are getting more dead than mom. Please?
Oh.
Please.
Oh.
I didn't raise you. I didn't raise you for this. This is, y'all are better than this. Alright. Jelly bean. This is the torture we get away with on purple streams. You're correct. That's a fact.
I just bet you. Oh.
Winter Soldier voice again! Gonna send me into convulsions. I'm gonna hear that in the distance and immediately know what actually happened to Earth.
Oh god. Just the Winter Soldier.
Oh, that's all you hear. Oh god. Your mom is so stupid she kept saying am not to R2. Jesus Christ.
Your mom is so slow she took 9 months to tell the worst joke I've ever heard.
Ow!
No. Oh.
Ooh. You've used that one before, I'm sure. Shattered music player. Description, a cracked personal music device with worn-out stickers of a vintage rock band. Scan analysis, device memory partially intact. Playlist, Endless Echoes by Lunar Waves. Last played 3 hours before planetary event. Did you need to put a cassette player in there? Did you feel the need? Did you feel the need?
I wasn't. That was Blue's call to make the cassette player. I just wrote out the thing about it being a music player. I was gonna say it's a Zune.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, those don't even exist on Earth anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, you guys feel like those were a fever dream, right? Like they just disappeared.
But you didn't have one?
Yeah, I did. Well, it got
stolen.
Yeah. But like, I had one, and like, I feel like those were a fever dream because nobody remembers those anymore.
Zunes?
Yeah,
I had one.
Oh, Autumn, there is no Earth anymore.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, end the day. Let's go.
How are you still breathing? I mean, food, water. Your station's emergency reserves weren't meant to last this long.
I don't know, I just keep going. Maybe it's adrenaline. Maybe I don't want to die alone.
Maybe none of this is real.
Maybe. But would it matter if it wasn't?
I don't.
It's okay. I don't know either.
Ugh. You start to, like, it gets so bad you start to question reality. I need to pass the time. Oh, honey, no. Oh, God. We're at that point where it's like, if I don't keep doing this, there's nothing left to do anyway, and it doesn't matter anymore. Oh. Oh. Is that a bike? Jesus Christ. There's another Ford Ranger.
Light blue bean.
I see the bean. Actually, jumping really does seem to help. Like, getting on one of the tall ones and jumping to see where they are. That's actually kind of helpful. Oh my god, is that a house? What the fuck? That is harrowing to see, though. I like how it's just a whole ass house.
The house on the moon.
It is a house on the moon, along with its fucking Ford Ranger. I want to go up to that. I'm gonna go up to the house. You go up to the house. We are not in Kansas anymore. Toto has left the building. It's Mom's house! Fuck you.
No! No!
I hope you're ready for those jokes. The house. I grew up there! God, Jesus Christ. If there's red and white stripes coming from under it, I have questions. Joke's on you! It's not Mom at the door, it's Dad coming back with milk.
Oh.
You almost sound like Carolina from Red vs. Blue with that helmet mic filter. I'll take that compliment. Fair enough. The road my mom took to school and back. Guys.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Mr. Fredrickson from Up went too high. Thank you. Aether core fragment. A jagged metallic shard pulsating faintly with an eerie blue glow. Its surface is etched with microscopic circuit-like patterns. Scan data. Material analysis. Composition unknown. Traces of exotic matter. Origin. Project Aether core. Note. This fragment appears to be a remnant of a quantum energy containment structure designed to extract zero-point energy. Interesting. Okay, so we need to find a green jelly bean. I have the need to find a green jelly bean. Appreciate you, Ka. Where will there be a green jelly bean? Jelly bean? Is that a couch? That's a hardy-ass couch. Alright, fair enough. Alright, guys, hold on to your butts. We're gonna find a green jelly bean. And then we're gonna move on. Well, I must go on. Mama didn't raise a quitter. It's the casting couch. That explains it.
It's been through worse.
Oof.
Oh, no.
I have, listen. I have comments. Jelly bean? No jelly bean. Jelly bean? Distant jelly bean. I feel like we're missing the Kink Castle. That's it. That would have really sold it. Just in the
That's
distance.
what needs to go on here?
Jelly bean? Oh, big crater. Jelly bean?
I think you're out of...
No jelly bean. I gotta go back the other way. I'm gonna try this other corner. I was a bit concerned you were gonna say I have experience. San Francisco Armory, here we come. Y'all.
So, while she's looking for the jelly beans, I saw that, like, the inspiration word was void. Is that, like... Was that kind of, like, the required rubric? Or is it, like, if you guys want to follow this process, you can do it this way?
No, so, yeah, kind of. For this particular game jam, they give you a link to, like, a roulette wheel.
Yeah.
And you have to spin it, and it gives you your prompt for what
Ooh,
what the
nice.
theme is going to be. So we ended up rolling void. So that's kind of the thing why we went with the isolation theme here.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's really...
There was a couple other people I saw in this game jam who had some really good stuff, like things. I think somebody rolled a "It Needs Blood."
Ooh.
Yeah. Other ones were like death games and things like that.
Oh,
Came up really
God.
good.
See,
There was a game. Somebody made a card game that was like a deadly card game that was really cool.
I like how you guys interpreted void, though. Like, you took kind of an unorthodox concept of void to attach to it. So, like, nobody... I think when people think void, they think, like, endless, black, like, just the whole of the void, right? I don't think quite as often people consider void and think of, like, the void of nothingness that comes with being alone. so I do really like the concept of the interpretation and what you chose to do with it. But maybe that's me being a little more analytical than necessary.
Look, thank you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to sound smart. Don't run with it. I'm merely a dog on the street trying to find my next meal.
Okay.
It starts as a void and gets filled. Wow. Wow. Actually, oh, that would be horrifying. Like, to have the detach of, like, you must fill the void but not explain. Oh, that would have been terrifying. This alone, though. I think if you don't like being by yourself, that is particularly what makes this game harrowing, because it is repetitive in the sense that you are dealing with the same thing over and over again because there's really nothing left to do now. 19 inches. It's 20. Jokes aside, I love this game, Mr. Creeple Paster.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. What is this sample? Because this was I saw a blue bean in the distance, and I wanted to go. Oh God, executive override transcript, a partially decrypted audio log from a corporate or governmental executive's terminal. Audio log executive channel. Containment breach confirmed. Shut it down now. Impossible. We're past the failsafe threshold. If this reaches critical mass, Earth won't survive. We pushed too far. Oh. Oh. That sounds bad. Mr. Creamy Pastry.
That's a good one.
I'm keeping that one. Honestly, I'm going to give you some benefit for that one, Buster. That was good.
Pretty good.
All right. I'm going to end the day here. Let's see.
Station. So close. You should be preparing for impact.
I know. I should be scared, but I'm not. You're here. That means something.
I wish I could reach you. Maybe I can.
Do you really think you can save me?
I have to try. You're all I have left.
Hurry up then, huh? Please?
Oh. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, what is that noise? Wait, no, wait.
I'm outside. Come on. Come on. Where are you? I'm here. I made it. I made it.
You were never alone.
Oh, my man. That was Lunar Echoes, a Megabyte Games production, specifically dev and production by them, for a game jam. Mr. Creepypasta, of course, and Jen Drowned, with voices by Mr. Creepypasta and myself. Pink Enigma, My Hat is Blue, and of course, Audionic Music. You guys fucking ate it up. We will get to commentary in just a second. I would of course like to give the credit where credit is due for this. I do like the discordant music that has it, because it definitely serves the purpose that it needs to. Mew!
Yes, Mew was the ambient sound that you heard every time that there was a cutscene.
It was great. Yeah, no, I agree with that. If you guys would like to check this out, remember, there's tons more to find. I did not find everything. I did not 100 this game. And this was a game jam specifically for hashtag Stream Roulette. But again, the game is free. So if you guys want to check it out, you want to support, you know, a really great group of people, you can definitely download it, talk about it, share it with your friends, play it for stream, like whatever. Really kind of play with the concept of the vastness of what space truly, you know, is and can be. But once again, I'm going to go ahead and actually show you the page. So that is the itch.io page specifically for it. But yeah. So I guess a side note. So of course I've promised this 1,000 times over for you guys, and that is if I do play an indie horror game, I am going to be honest, and I will. This is no, I can't give favoritism, of course, because I, you know, obviously this comes from several perspectives of having bias. So I'm going to keep to that because that's fair for me to do. I honestly came from a position to graphically, I think everything being very like square and jagged, and then going outside and just seeing the vastness of space was really cool for this game. I definitely liked that. The distance to each item was a little rough, but if you understand it from the concept of loneliness and what being alone is, and having to do this action and just go out into the void to pick up this item and then come back to have it analyzed, like it does make sense, especially with what the inspiration role for this particular game jam was. Because you really do get the concept of the vastness of what you're looking at. I do like that you can look up and see Earth no matter what you do, both whole and after it's been destroyed. The breathing changes, and that's like the only sound you're hearing other than the space ambiance is interesting. Music was great. You guys know that I am a big whore for sound design. I really like the sound design for the game. I think that it did what it needed to do to deliver like the emotional drives when it came to like the conversations and kind of what you were looking for with having this underlying sound going on at the same time. For the idea that you can't pick up more than one item at a time, I think for impatient players, that would be a bit of a thing that would be jarring, which is why I would implore you to consider that that's the point, right? Like you are being put in a position where what else are you going to do, right? Especially after Earth blows up. Like at that point, that's it. Meanwhile, going to kind of like the narrative and the storyline, I like the story for this. I think it's a very simple story because it doesn't need to be anything more than it is. You didn't need to force like some big bad monster, you know, into the moon area. Having like weird little pop-ups or thinking you're seeing things maybe would have been a cool embellishment just for fun, but it wasn't necessarily even necessary for this because I feel like the story is telling itself as you are picking up these items and these relics and having them analyzed. So you are put in this position to collect things and kind of pick apart what's been occurring this whole time, which I think is really cool.
That is kind of, I'm just going to jump in for a
No, please. Anytime.
That was something I was trying to do, and hopefully it kind of did come across a little bit with the items you were finding. There were, as time progressed or as days progressed, you found more and more things that really should not be intact.
Yes.
But you found them intact on the moon. Like at first you found a car that was completely destroyed. And then you end up finding a slide that for some reason is completely intact. Then you find an entire house that in no way should have survived an explosion like that on the moon.
Yeah.
The idea was that you were kind of getting things, you're seeing things on the moon that just can't be possible. And the idea of what I'm going for here was that it was trying to make you question also the echo that you're hearing. Like, is she a real person? Is this like, it has to be impossible, right? There's no way you could possibly see a house. A house can't exist here. There's no way a woman could have blown up on the Earth and then be coming to the moon, kind of things like that. So
right.
I hoped it kind of came through, but
no,
that was the attempt.
I do think so. Here's the problem that I have with a lot of indie horror devs when you run into these either game jam games or even just general release games on a smaller scale, because again, I love doing playthroughs of indie horror games for this exact reason. I am big on sound design. I'm big on really good story bases, even in their simplest form. Yes, Deviant, it is free to play. You are welcome to go. And again, I didn't reveal everything to you guys. Like I genuinely went in not knowing how this was going to be put together. I was contacted to deliver the lines, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like, what if we added Can I tell them about the birthday?
Yeah, please
okay.
go for it.
So Spike and I were talking one night before this was completed for the deliveries, and I had finished and sent him my lines, and we got into a conversation about adding the birthday line for his mom and how how that kind of impacted. And I was like, what if she tells him I'll wish her a happy birthday? And Spike and I were both like, oh my god. So I went back to speed run that line and deliver it to him, so he had it before I left for MagicCon Chicago. Because it was just something, I think there was something jarring about how personal their conversation is after that initial contact. And then you kind of are sitting there like having this experience with these two people, and you're not sure if you should be having the experience with them or not. Because even you yourself, as you are playing, at least this was my experience, you're kind of like, wait a minute, like is this real? Because much like Spike said, when he implemented the concept of having full items or like things that shouldn't be there, you do start to question if he's hallucinating or if he literally has been alone this long that he just needed someone somehow.
That was, that exact idea of like he needed someone. This was a joke I told Matt months ago. And that was really like one of the things about writing the dialogue. That was it. It was a joke of like, oh, was one of those Facebook things like, oh, would you stay inside of a room by yourself for a full year for $1 million or something?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, because it's only going to take a few months and you're not there by yourself anymore. And that's exactly this whole thing. Like eventually, you can only be by yourself. He hasn't talked to anybody on the earth. Nobody's responding to him.
No.
Like the earth could have been dead long before it blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And he just needed to talk to someone.
Well, and that's what makes it interesting is I think the horror aspect of this, because some would play this, I think, and argue and be like, well, that wasn't scary. And it's like, no, but I want you to really think about how often we get delivered horror in the sense that there's this big bad monster, there's a possession, or there's, some kind of a physical attack, right, of some kind. And we're so used to that and desensitized to that very rarely do we get something so simple as being alone and whether or not you have to decide if you're going to give up within being alone and what that actually would look like, what that void of loneliness would look like. So having to be forced to do the same thing over and over again and collect these samples and recognize that you are watching life fall apart in front of you and be recollected in a sense of you, like it's just you, that's it, is actually a really interesting take. Much like Natalia just said, horror is not all jump scares and zombies, and it really is. This was definitely psychological horror above anything else, because you are dealing with that, and there's a lot of people who are afraid of being alone. So yeah, being stuck in your own head is the scariest thing, right? And that is fantastic horror. So do you guys have any questions for Spike about this process or about like the story or anything that you would like to maybe know? It's not often we get the opportunity to actually like talk to a dev, so
yeah, what, you can talk to devs anytime you want to. You know all the cool people.
Listen, no, yeah, and they're all busy trying to like not throw themselves off of the nearest cliff over the current game build.
That's dev life.
It's a put yourself in his shoes kind of horror. The horror is watching yourself be the last thing alive and knowing you have nothing else to do but what you've been doing. They want it, so C. Harlock wants to know, what was the most fun thing to make for the game?
The most fun thing to make?
Yeah.
Is probably doing the voice work, but I think it's just because I enjoy doing the voice work more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of this, like, I feel like the fun when it comes down to doing dev stuff doesn't really happen until you start to see all the pieces go together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's kind of hard to see it a lot when you're making framework. Eventually your frameworking becomes more expanded, and then you're putting the puzzle pieces together. That's fun. But like when you're doing all the frameworking and just seeing lines of code everywhere, it does become tedious quite a bit.
So with that kind of tedious nature of it, and the fact that you were kind of limited both in time and also just from a resource perspective, because you guys are really singular devs trying to work on projects for this, do you feel like you had to hold back a lot of stuff in kind of a less is more type way for this story, both for the storyline and also for the game itself?
Maybe not, like, because so the way that Jen and I had worked on like all the previous games, I think, because we got to talk about that for this game specifically, was that like we started off with Midnight Myths, immediately clicking on an idea, and then Jen could write out the document for how it's going to be made together, and we agreed we build it. The other games, I think, all started going off the rails. We started having like larger and larger ideas, but we're still on the same timeline of only a week to make everything.
Right.
I think the other games we started doing afterwards started to suffer until we hit one, which never came out, which I think was the big one. We made a game that was way too large in scale for what we were trying to do. And we talked about that with this one to say, like, we need to go back to form. Any other ideas you have outside of what is the base game needs to be dropped, and when we finish the base game we can add in the other things. The only thing that I pushed for outside of that was including the voiceover.
Right.
The voiceover was what I said I wanted to put in that was above the base game stuff,
which
so we didn't really cut a lot out for this one.
Okay. And I actually have a question about that, but I'm going to ask this first because I had Urazu and Harrison. How long did it actually take you guys to make the game?
We did this one in about 5 days.
5 days?
Yeah, because we finished. Well, I mean, so we have like the game stuff on like whiteboard document, and then like we take those concepts, we talked about it, and then like on Saturday, Sunday, whenever we did the roll, Jen put together the game document, which takes him a couple of hours to be able to do that. But I don't do any frameworking until like the game document's there. We have a solid idea between the two of us what we're making,
right?
And then I start doing frameworking on Monday. So it was from Monday till Monday, Wednesday. Yeah. On Monday so we submitted on Saturday nights.
So literally like 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
Urazu wanted to add, like, it looks like you guys took definitely some effort, like a couple of years. It's very impressive that was a 5-day affair. So
thank you.
Just from them. So another question, Natalia wants to know, was it intentional to make everything look blocky in the environment? Because it added to that really jarring, unreal feeling of the situation that the game is trying to throw you in.
No, I don't think so. A lot of the art decisions aren't mine. I'm more of a code person. They go through Jen. Is when you see the environments and things like that, a lot of that is designed through General. General does those. I know the blocky pack we have is an asset pack we purchased for this. And he did the full layout design of what the interior and the exterior of the little moon base you're in there is like. But whenever we are making games, we have a visual mindset of PS1, PS2, and that's where we're building things from. So that's why everything generally has a blockier texture. The textures we put on them as well have like somewhat like a stretch to them, so they can be a little bit lower quality to fit that aesthetic of PSX, PS2.
Okay. And did you take any inspiration from any other medias that portray isolation or loneliness? Dovalord wants to know.
I mean, yeah, the Apollo 18 was definitely one of those things that we were thinking about.
Right.
With like the visuals, like you notice there was like static and video static of everything when it was telling the story. It was Apollo 18. Like I said, Moon media. Yeah, I have seen like quite a bit of like Moon media up to this point, but nothing like directly. I will say, so I watched Martian today.
Yeah.
Should have watched it before we made this game because it's so perfectly encapsulates like being alone in space. I should have seen that one before watching this one. Oh, and Interstellar too. There was a lot of. I know Matt took a lot of thought from Interstellar into the sound effects and sound design.
That's fair. What would you say was like the first idea that you had for this particular game, since it did run so fast? Like, since it was such a quick turnover.
Let me pull open I'll pull open the whiteboard and I'll find
my. Oh God! Okay. The first thought.
Yeah, I have my fever dream.
It went really. You guys laugh on the back end, but it really was a fever dream conversation. 100%.
Do I not have it here?
I kind of wondered if you brought that up because that fits the feeling of this game, Ray says.
Okay, so I have this idea for a video game. It's going to be like first person of an astronaut with a repetitive task of leaving your lander, finding rocks, and we go through 3 days of scanning, and on the 4th day, the Earth will blow up. A message will come through on the lander from a woman who's in a space station, and the station is hurtling towards the moons. Over the next 5 days, there will be messages back and forth between the two of them trying to figure out how to stop the satellite from crashing and allow the two to grow closer personally. And finally, the satellite gets closer and closer, and the main character begins to question how she's surviving. Finally, when the satellite impacts, we can see the woman, she's dead, and has been a figment of the astronaut's imagination.
Baby, are you okay when you're sick? Like, are you?
No,
okay.
I had a fever of like 105 for 4 days by this point, so I was not okay.
All right, listen. Ray says, "Oh, so damn, that's really the whole story. Like, that's so cool. I mean, less than 105-degree fever, but fair enough." Well, so any last minute? It really was a fever dream. Yes, that's fair. I don't want to obviously take up too much of too much more of like the dev time for Spike. But since he did graciously break away from Marvel Rivals for this, but since I know that he desperately needs me as a tank anyway, and he'll never admit it on live stream, and
I'll admit it,
wants to suck up to Glocket Rocket, so he can play Spider-Man. Yeah, anybody?
Are you kidding me? No, I need Venom now. Spider-Man, we get that invulnerability whenever I use him.
Listen, I get such a hard-on for the... Anyway, okay, look,
here's the thing.
But yeah, so if you have any last-minute questions, now's the time. I do sincerely appreciate you taking the time to actually sit and do this. Like, obviously, from a friend perspective, of course, but even taking it from the side end, this was an interesting experience for me, because obviously... and to clarify with you guys, like, obviously I knew the outcome of the ending because I recorded the lines, but I did not know how it was supposed to fit together and what it was going to sound like when the delivery kind of melded into the full project. And I was sincerely like impressed, and actually it was genuinely heartfelt several times over with the way that things were written and the way that the lines meshed together to deliver. I would call this to me anyway, I've talked about black box films before with a lot of you guys on prior streams, and I'm pretty sure that I've ranted to Spike about them before, but black box films to me are basically one room or less than one room, and or no more than two, where it's just 1 to 2 actors, or even just a handful of actors in a room singularly. And so the story itself relies on the delivery for you to actually understand or feel certain emotions being elicited in the project. And this game felt like what a black box film would feel like. I could almost imagine the concept of this very lonely film of this astronaut going back and forth and doing these repetitive things, and then you have him talking on the radio. And so as an actor, especially a voice actor, because there is no physical view for you guys to see how I'm acting or how Spike would be acting in this case. So having the emotional delivery that needed to be sent is super important to send a story that is quite like this. So hopefully you guys did enjoy that. Because it definitely, hearing it on my end put together, like there was a few times where I was like, oh my God, because I already knew where it was going, and it was even worse knowing where it was going. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys. Of course, I am going to go ahead and do my outro for YouTube, but stick around for a second because I'm pretty sure that Ellis is making cornbread, and I promised I would do that live. So yeah. Again, I'm Autumn Ivy, and this is Mr. Creepypasta. If you'd like, good Sir Spike, would you like to tell everybody where to find you and your stuff and what you do?
Yeah, I tell scary stories on the internet. You could find me, Mr. Creepypasta on Spotify and on YouTube, and you can find our game at mrcreepypasta.itch.io.
Yes, mrcreepypasta.itch.io. There are a lot of fun games available to play from Megabyte Games, and that's going to be things like Midnight Mists, Little Harvest, Dreamwalking, and Lunar Echoes. Of course, Lunar Echoes being the most recent. I commend you guys for everything that you do, and I very much look forward to more of these little games, because I selfishly, I actually genuinely like them, completely taking our friendship out of it. I do like these games and have so far, to the point where he added petting the cow into Harvest so that I could give him a 10 out of 10, because selfishly, that's what he wanted all along.
Yeah!
Buster wants to know, how long would it take for someone to make a parody game in the style of old Capcom horror? It's about a woman's struggle to get her vag examined in a world where the Christ Glazers have run amok and shut down all... Jesus Christ, we're not doing that. Gyno Crisis is not the title of somebody's next game. Oh my god. Please.
I don't know. We made piss protectors, and Jen made me take it off the page. So, I mean, it's always possible.
Okay. They did. That's a fair point, actually. Completely a fair point. Anyway, that was Lunar Echoes. Please check out the game at mrcreepypasta.itch.io. Again, I didn't reveal all of the secrets. There are tons of things to find that I did not find. So if you guys would like to check that out, it's like an hour-long playtime. There's 20 samples that you can check out, and it tells more story the more samples you find. So as always, you can find me at officialautumnivy.com, autumnivyofficial.com, and for merch, autumnivy.com. I keep it simple. I keep it real. Drink water, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. As usual, don't do anything I wouldn't do unless you do, in which case I can't stop you. So, okay, bye. So, with the outro done for the tubues, yeah, listen, I appreciate it, man. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to, but at the very least, I know we'll probably play some Schmarvel Rivals, because I haven't been able to play, and I'm fucking itching. I have the need.
I will hop over to the other call whenever you are ready to rival. But I will be watching your stream because I want to see you consume this cornbread.
They want to know forever. They want to know about piss protectors. So you walked into that hole. You get to explain piss protectors.
I feel like just leaving it open ended makes that significantly better. They can make up their own like ideas of what piss protectors is. I'll tell you this: it features both me and General in the game. We are two characters in the game.
I don't think that you guys are allowed to ask about piss protectors. Okay. I'm sorry we made so many dead mom jokes about your game, Spike. That's not, you can't go back on that now.
You literally just asked about like it was Buster who just asked the question of is the mom okay? Beanie Man.
That game would go hard, okay, especially if all enemies are religious fanatics that run around like raptors in the game. Please stop. Oh my god. No, but you guys, I'll tell you what. You guys come up with what you think piss protectors is, and I won't tell you if you're right. How about that? I think that sounds like a fair trade. Piss protectors sounds like an Adult Swim cartoon. I mean, yeah, actually, it does. I'm sorry to Spike, not you. Fuck off, Ray.
Wow.
I deserve that.
Goodbye forever, Autumn.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here.
I'll see you later. Wow. You see that? You guys chased him off. That's it. That's what we get. I'm gonna check in with Ellis. I don't know what he's doing, but I hear him doing something, and it's disconcerting. Piss protector sounds like a hyper-masculine version of Depends, like the whole dude wipes thing. Also, aren't dude wipes just fucking body wipes, but they smell dudely? Is that my understanding? I guess we aren't friends. We strained the creepypasta. They're flushable wipes for your butthole. So what's the difference between that and regular wipes? Hi, welcome back.
Operation Fix It is now in motion.
Operation Fix It is in motion. I just
probably
assume
make you actual dinner to go with.
What the hell smells doodly? I mean, I'm only gonna have a little bit because I can't technically have a whole lot of it anyway.
Oh well, then I'm not gonna fix you dinner. I'm just gonna
fix cornbread.
Yeah.
I'm not eating cornbread for dinner.
Then I will make the chicken that you will eat for my family.
I can help you in a minute. We can always come back to this later.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. It won't take that long.
Oh, how long? Actually, legitimately, how long does it take to make?
That like 20 minutes.
The cornbread? Okay.
Ish.
That's fair enough.
It'll take just a little.
I'm just waiting for the game where Creepypasta has us peeing on evil jellyfishes. Please don't give him that idea. Please do not give him that idea. The ones I get smell like mint. They're marketed to protect fragile egos. It's all the same! It's all asshole wipes. You can't come back and be like, oh, that's completely... No, you're wiping your asshole. The wipes are all the same. You'll eat your cornbread dinner and like it. See? Exactly. A wipe's a wipe. I'm sorry. Is this about to be the Hawaiian rolls and cornbread are the same thing conversation simply because I don't care? I feel like that's where we're headed. Are you guys gonna cancel me over dude wipes again? I'm gonna get canceled over dude wipes. The chicken and cornbread combo. Fair enough. I am going to take a very quick break though, because I did have a decent amount of water, so I will be right back. Because I have to be. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. You seem to be enjoying the blanket meat mop. I can tell. That's okay. You enjoy that blanket meat mop. Hello. Yes, perfect. It is not tea. It is coffee. We were talking about dude wipes. Everyone said it was better to get a bidet if you want it. If you want a clean butthole. Why is this still a conversation? Oh, Ellis has pumpkin spice coffee that was his, but then he doesn't drink it, so we're trying to get rid of it. So it's pumpkin spice coffee.
Ellis has what?
This pumpkin spice coffee was yours
yeah.
originally.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know. So it's about 15 minutes. Ish. Pumpkin juice. Get out of here. Yeah. Pumpkin spice. Yeah, so we've got about 15 minutes until cornbread time. So I'm trying to kill time. My stream resumed at a weird time. Fair enough. I guarantee that if you found a way to brand bidets like Ultra Macho Ass Blaster 3000, they would sell at Home Depot, Bass Pro Shop, Walmart, etc. I don't know. Oh, I agree. A wipe is a wipe to me. I don't know. Like, they're all cleaning your butthole, so I'm not really sure exactly what, like, the masculine desire to... die mad about it, I guess. I have no idea. I turn into a standard white girl when it comes to pumpkin spice. I feel like a lot of people do. Cabela's Field Bidet. Power wash your poop shoot with Ultra Macho Ass Blaster 3000. That shouldn't have come out as good as it did for an advertisement, but here we are. It's missing only if Randy oh yeah, exactly. It's missing the it's missing the Randy Savage delivery. I agree. Power wash your ass. Listen, true voice acting range is being able to deliver the Randy Savage special. You're literally an actor of high caliber. I would hope it comes out good. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. What are you looking for?
My phone disappeared.
Okay. Get a free Ultra Macho Ass Blaster 3000 with your purchase of a Ford F-150. Feels like Randy Savage is cleaning your butthole. You eat that many Slim Jims, you just become a bidet. This is wrong. It's worse because people are like, yes, do that delivery. And then you turn around and ask me to ooh-woo. Oh, God. I don't know if I can do it now. I've had coffee and fucked my voice. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try.
You ever clean your butt so good your underwear just glides on? That's how it feels to drive the new Ford F-150.
I'm so sorry for everything I've done. Billy Mays here with the new Ultra Macho Ass Blaster 3000. It's the fastest, strongest, most efficient way to clean your ass with no stains left. I will show up on stream one day dressed like Randy Savage. I'm just never going to tell you when. Stop it. Get some help.
If you've had a bad night with Taco Bell, you better be sure the only way to clean your ass is with Randy Savage Ass Sprayer 3000.
They started running Billy Mays ads again? Really? Why would they do that? Why would you do that? I'm so glad. I'm glad that's what entertains you. Was helping girlfriend with chicken. What fresh out of context hell did I walk in? Hold on, the Ultra Macho Ass Blaster 3000 needs to be included with the Jeep Wrangler. Listen, just empty every pocket, but it's because you go off-roading more often because the Ultra Macho Ass Blaster 3000 is supplied with every Jeep. A field bidet does sound ridiculous. So, wait a minute. What about the logistics of a field bidet? Hold on, I want you to think about this. Because that means that you would have to carry around the equivalent of, like, a porta potty, but, like, one of the handheld, like, medical bin porta potties that just has, like, the fucking suction sprayer attached to the inside of, like, the lip of the lid of the fucking, the pan, and then you have to squeegee water through a filter system so that it sucks it in and blows it out, and you're just sitting here like this. You have to pump it like a super soaker. You're just like, yeah. In the middle of, please, Jesus Christ, why is this a conversation? They make handheld bidets. You just attach a water bottle to it. That's real? There you go. There's your field bidet. Put it in a little camo fucking seal and then sell it to men, I guess, is the moral of this story. You guys are ridiculous. It's like a condom and squeeze bottle. Macho Ass Blaster 3000 sounds like a Dremel siphon pump attachment. I want you guys to remember, you did this. This one wasn't my fault. Does the Pro version come with a built-in Bluetooth speaker? So I can blast my ass to Macho Man? Enough guys do not wipe properly, so if it works, I will not say no. Y'all out here not wiping properly? No, because then we're gonna start a whole conversation about the back to front versus front to back versus does the toilet paper go over, under? You're not trapping me in these fucking conversations anymore, where then my posts reach on the outside of people it shouldn't, and it leaves my circle, and then I get canceled over not liking cornbread. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. Your fault. It comes in camo, black, slate gray, gunmetal, and white. Nobody's gonna buy the white one. It goes over. That's what it shows on the patent. I can't. Because one of you motherfuckers is gonna write an entire advertising scheme, and that's gonna be it. It's over. Voice activated to, oh yeah. I didn't teach you to be unhinged. I did not teach you to be, you chose to be unhinged. You can't blame me. I blame you, Mom. Get out of here. I didn't do that shit. You did that shit. I did, well, okay, yeah. You did it! I didn't start the conversation. I gave you a space. I did give you a safe space to be unhinged. That's completely fair. Some Stepford husband would totally get the white. I'm gonna take it to Shark Tank and make millions. You guys are gonna show up as a group together. You don't like cornbread. Okay, hold on. So, we had a full tilt discussion about this. No, I don't like it because when I was younger, I got sick eating it, but we've deduced that it was probably, hold on, wait. Oh, the box is gone. I don't know where it went. It was probably corn muffins, not actual cornbread. So right now, to rectify this issue, the whole Autumn thinks cornbread and sweet rolls are the same, or Hawaiian rolls are the same thing. No, they're the same thing to me because I don't eat either of them, and therefore don't give enough of a fuck to say, yes, there's a definitive difference. I know intelligent and logically, like, anyway, I know logically there is a distinct difference between these two items. I just don't care. That said, no, I usually don't like cornbread, but Ellis is going to rectify that today because he is making homemade cornbread so I can eat it right now in 12 minutes when it's done and look at you guys and say, yes, this is cornbread and tell you whether or not I like it. I will not bullshit. I came with authentic battle trauma. In defense, no, the bat shit was always, I did not do that. The bat shit was always there. Yes, I am dubious of the DMC show. No, it's the questionable design. I love Johnny Young Bosch. We discussed that. I just think that it's really unusual, I guess, to have brought someone over who already plays a staple in the series, and I just don't know how it's going to go. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to make my own thing. It's fine. I thought they were yelling about something dire. No. We're yelling about cornbread. No. I got in trouble. I got canceled over cornbread. And then we were talking about dude wipes, which then became like field bidets. And then we started cutting promos as Randy Savage about field bidets. This is truly the stream. The wipes will rectally rectify your dislike of Jiffy cornmeal. I can't wait, even if you change your opinion, to get the same reaction. I mean, that would make sense for me, to be fair. Do it! Update that Cyberpunk mod list. We're literally not doing anything but bullshitting, waiting for the cornbread to be done, so... Yeah! Rectally rectify! I feel like I should be, you know, maybe... Hold on, let me see. Let me see what Spike's doing. We're gonna go point and laugh at Spike. Are you ready? We're gonna observe Marvel Rivals while we're doing this. Hold on a second here. That's not what I wanted. Stop. Get some help. All right. This can go. Great. This is now this. We're going to go spectate and point our fingers and laugh while we wait for cornbread so that you can then point your fingers and laugh. I have played, so I have played since then. I've touched a little bit of, thing. That's not what I meant. I have played a little bit of the Thing's character for Marvel Rivals, and I have also played a little bit of that. Oh, hey, enjoy your dinner. Thanks for being here. But I haven't really had a lot of time to learn anything about them. I do know, and I will definitively tell you, that the Thing hits fucking hard. Like, truly hits hard. What the hell is a field bidet? Oh, you missed the conversation. Listen, a field bidet, like, you know how hunters take out their shit? Like, basically, we were discussing, because apparently, I guess, someone stated that men don't clean their assholes appropriately and need a bidet, so you know, they're sold at your local Cabela's, and endorsed by Randy Savage rolling over in his grave. I'm so glad that you guys are laughing over Rectify. This entire chat could be taken out of context. It would not be the first time. Sorry about the burned fries, folks. I made sure to rectify the situation. Here's your fresh ones. Hey, Pyro. The Thing hits hard. You right, Pat. I need to play a Shadowrun heist. I will instead just slap a guy in a room and call it good. Sounds fair. Wrecked him, damn near killed him. Please stop. The hottest gift of Christmas 2025, the Ultra Macho Ass Blaster 3000. I don't know what happened to my Marvel Rivals game, but it's looking not good. It's just not loading, I guess. Harrison is probably already on their way doing just that. Oh, you came at a good time. You completely missed us talking about that. What is going on? Okay, well, I'm going to close it, and I guess I'll reopen it. I just watched the 2005 Fantastic Four movie, and I honestly think it's a fun superhero movie. I feel like a lot of the past superhero movies got kind of slept on because they had like that early 2000s, late 90s hokey superhero humor. But admittedly, that was a good Johnny. That was a good Johnny. Oh, are we doing it now? Did we decide we were gonna load? I guess, maybe. Oh, I just assumed you were already working on an advertisement for the Cabela's sponsored field bidet. Chris Evans really sold it, but then again, I'm still waiting on Spike for his delivery of the monologue from Deadpool and Wolverine. Hyper masculine field bidet, sponsored by Randy Savage rolling over in his grave. Yeah. I know there's wrestling fans out there who are gonna be like, how dare you, but then also laugh about it for 20 minutes. I feel like I'm missing a golden opportunity to summon Keegan the Creep, because he is truly missing in this situation. I feel like I need his opinion on something, to be honest. Also, if you haven't watched any of his streams when he's doing prank calls as Dietary, you're really missing out. He's said some wild shit. You guys thought this was unhinged? Watch one of his Dietary streams and then tell him I sent you specifically. Like go in a mass like field. The Cabela's hyper-masculine field bidet. That's exactly what I said. The branding is ultra-masculine ass blaster 3000. I mean, I'm sure that admittedly you weren't the only person who was into Jessica Alba during that period. If you can't laugh at wrestling, you don't need to be If you can't laugh at wrestling, you don't need to watch it. It's just a long tube you aim at your butthole and blow water out of. Could you imagine, like, you're sitting there with a fucking, like, water bottle, like, taking sips with a straw, and then, like, you have another one that's pointed under your asshole, you just blow water into. Why is this a conversation? Stop. Get some fucking help. We're supposed to be pointing and laughing at Spike's play. Don't sip the wrong... Oh no! Why would you say it? Don't sip the wrong one. Oh yeah, by the way, I made it to gold. I forgot to, because I didn't do it on stream. I definitely was bitchy, but we made it to gold. All right, are you guys ready? Let's point and laugh. We're gonna spectate. Yeah, do not confuse them. Do not confuse them. I won't guarantee I'll stay in gold, but I'm gonna try. Superhero Overwatch, basically, yeah. I'm not playing right now, we're spectating. We're gonna judge. I'm gonna get judgmental. Always remember, kids, Cheetos aren't chips. They're cheese-flavored snacks. You guys are gonna start another fucking fight, is what you're gonna do. I love gold! Do it. Play. Enjoy, Aaron. No, you don't, Kenjamin, and it's totally fine. If you use the field bidet just wrong enough, you become a loop. It's the Ouroboros. It's the Ouroboros effect in a field bidet.
Better stop that vehicle.
Better stop that vehicle. I'll hear that in my nightmares. Alright, we're jumping to live. Let's see.
They hit a checkpoint. Now
Mr. People Pasta. Looks like we're playing Sue. So we got Pink, we got Jen, and we got Spike. Spike appears to be stalling out. Oh, and he's gone. Did he die? What happened? Oh, I guess he died at some point. It's interesting watching this with no context and not hearing them yell at each other, by the way, because I have no fucking clue what's going on. Which is somehow infinitely funnier. Let's see. Let's see how Jen is doing. Jen's up with the buff. Like, straight chested out. Yeah, I haven't really gotten to play too much of it. I've only played the Central Park map one time so far. Hey, thanks for Katalu. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen the new announcement. I can't show you everything, but I'm going to show you this precarious box that is not in any way, shape, or form labeled, and simply tell you that there's a release now that you can get that is a very special release that you can see under my exclusives. It is now available. The links are under officialautomivy.com under exclusives. You should go see it. If you know, you know. If you haven't, and you have no idea what the fuck that is, you're missing out. Is it weird if I... Never mind. Maybe that's a blue... That might be a blue stream question. Hey, Curvy, how are you?
Still a chance to stop them.
I don't know if I can. I can say the names of them, but that's why I named them that way. That's why I named them. So the names of these new items are Clever Girl, Jackpot, and Fleshlip.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
So Clever Girl, of course, is Jurassic Park reference. Jackpot, of course, is a Devil May Cry reference, and Fleshlip is a Silent Hill reference. And if you buy those items and have no fucking idea why I named them what I named them, then that's it. You're not a you're a fake fan. You are a fake member of Legion. I can't support you. It's a release that helps you achieve release.
No worries, I've got your back.
Alright, okay. We do be out here. The moon! Oh god, no! Oh no! Oh, the moon haunted too hard. That was too much moon haunting.
We don't have numbers.
The red versus blue have me fucked up right now. But I got it.
It's clear I'm still needed here.
Let's see. What's up, Demonic? We are spectating Spike's game and pointing and laughing. And by that I mean, it's interesting. So Spike primarily plays Loki when he's doing wrong, but watching him play Siege matches is actually kind of entertaining. Oh god. Oh, he got wiped. All right, let's see. So where's Jen? Let's go to Jen real quick and see how Jen's going. All right, Jen's going toe to toe with Hulk. What? Hold on. What is your tank doing?
I am ready to put on a show.
Spike is currently silver 1 because he dropped the rank. I do. I also enjoy the colors. So this game, I have a hard time sometimes because there's so much shit going on at any given moment. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh god no, oh no. Oh, it's too late. Goodbye. Oh, that sucks. That's not gonna be good. He's gonna have a hard time, so it's just the healers left. They took out everybody else. Double jump, Spike, double jump, go invisible, double jump. Oh, fuck, no, oh no. Oh, that sucked. That was shitty. He was good for a split second, but he was not able to get his stuff jumped yet. Oh, is this it? Alright, okay, hold on, I gotta back out. Okay.
So here's the deal.
Alright, hold on, let me go big face. Okay.
I want you to take a bite of, like, the Jiffy corn muffin first. And tell me if that's what you're used to.
Okay, hold on. Do I have water?
Do you?
I have coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's fair, right? I feel like that's fair for this. You can buy Clever. So the links are under officialautumnivy.com under exclusives. So if you scroll down to exclusives, there's a bar right there. If you're on mobile, you'll see each of the links for the items. Yeah, so he went ahead and he made the corn muffin and then he made real cornbread. So, which I assume, knowing Ellis, he buttered. Yeah, you can also go to said website and search my name. It should show up. They are not. They are they're tube shaped. They're tube shaped. Oh, okay. I'm not ready to play yet. Hold on. Wait. Mr. People Pasta. Hold on. I have to ignore you, Mr. People Pasta. Hold on. About to eat cornbread. One moment. Smiley face. No, you're good. That is my partner. That is Ellis. Tubes are great. Tubes can be good. Thank you. Okay, so here's the deal. So explain to me the rules of this game.
So, I want you to take a bite of the Jiffy corn muffin first, which that shit, like I said, is sweet, sweeter. And tell me if that is what you were used to eating or what made you sick.
Okay. All right. This is the corn muffin versus cornbread challenge. Mm-hmm. Ellis handmade cornbread so I could fucking, like, redeem myself from the shitstorm that I created of being canceled over cornbread. To start, though, he made corn muffins, all right, to see if that was what I was used to eating, which it was never shaped this way. It was just, it was in a pan, but...
Yeah, it's the same shit, but it's a little bit sweeter. Funny enough, the actual, like, Appalachian cornbread came out perfect. This came out...
I don't know if I want it.
You can spit it right back out. I just want to know if that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, spit it out then.
Do it. It's wet.
I can't help you there.
Oh, yeah, no. It was that.
Okay.
It was that.
So, drink your water.
It was that. I don't like it.
So
here, no. I don't want nothing to do with that shit.
So now you're gonna take a bite of like legitimate like like Appalachian yeehaw fuck the law recipe for cornbread.
All right. So to be clear, this is actual, real homemade cornbread. It was made in a cast iron skillet, right? So it was prepped right, made classic, like true cornbread. Okay, hold on, because I gotta wipe the stuff off the fork, because there was rice on it. All right. Okay. Cornbread. Cornbread that I'm assuming you buttered, right?
Very little.
Yeah, okay.
You don't need to with real cornbread. Hell yeah, I am. It's cornbread. What do you mean? Damn, I hate being right all the time. I really do hate being right all the time.
Hold on.
Have you been lied to your whole life? Are we mourning, experiencing grief, perhaps?
Do you remember when I looked at you and I was like, Ellis, I think that we should find a specialist so I can get tested for autism? Because I'm pretty sure that they just completely ignored all of these things when I was a child. And you were like, yeah, we should do that. And then we found a specialist and then we went and we did it. And then the day came where the specialist like did all of the assessment. And at the end of the assessment, the specialist looked at me and was like, I already know the answer, but like, we have to officially wait for like everything to be assessed. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay, bet. And then the day came where we got the actual assessment and it was, congrats, you have the TISM. And we already knew the answer, but at the same time, it was like, I felt like a sense of loss because I had been put in a position that I shouldn't have been this entire time. And I just assumed all of these terrible things.
Because nobody until me, right now, fixed you real fucking cornbread. You've never known what it's actually supposed to be like? Now, granted, you're supposed to have stuff with it. This cornbread isn't dry because I know what I'm fucking doing. But
no,
a lot of cornbread comes out like fucking drywall.
It's not dry. I won't eat Hawaiian rolls. I don't like them unless they're made like as sliders.
If she can't eat that Jiffy corn muffin shit, she sure shit can't eat Hawaiian rolls.
That shit's nasty. I want nothing to do with that. No. Wait, hold on. Is this... But wait. I have to ask. I do still post workouts. I do. They're just intermittent. Pasta with Parmigiano is nice. Fucking right. Hold on a minute. So is there a bias set up here because he made it?
I'll make because you and your mama cornbread.
You know how it's made, like, the concept... Go ahead and send it. Okay. You know how the concept is made of, like, I made this with love, so therefore it tastes 1,000 times better?
You would have been able to eat the sweet roll thing. The Jiffy muffin. So no.
That, you know, that's actually fair. That's why you made both. Okay, that's fair.
It's exactly why I made both, because I wanted you to taste the other one and then taste this one and tell me which one it was that made you sick.
Nah, that shit. Because as soon as I did that thing where I sniffed it and I kind of already knew, and the second that it touched my tongue, I was like...
Here's the other thing that people don't talk about with the Jiffy mix. Is because it's not often made in cast iron.
It's gotta be made right.
Not only that, if you don't cook it long enough, all that's in it is mixed egg and milk. Real cornbread is made with buttermilk, which is just butter. It's very easy for you to get sick off of something sweet like that, as opposed to there's really not a lot in regular old traditional cornbread.
I legitimately think that the buttermilk is really what makes it, because it doesn't. So like,
yeah, because there's regular milk in the Jiffy one.
I'm not a big corn person. Like, I don't like corn. Like, elote is different.
Yeah. Well,
and even then, it took my dad making elote. So like street corn, right? So if you guys don't know what elote is, it's basically like Mexican street corn, where it's like it's got cotija and corn and
paprika or tahini, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, but
sometimes mayonnaise, sometimes not.
Yeah, I could pass on the mayonnaise. That's the one thing, is I don't like the mayonnaise on it.
You can swap it out with cheese though if you're feeling
so fucking good. But that's different. So like elote, I'm not so bad about, but I don't like regular corn. Like canned corn, cream corn, that kind of shit, I'm not about it. And like corn products are not my thing. Admittedly.
Yeah, flaming hot Cheeto crumbs I use on elote too.
I was wrong.
I feel like you need a ukulele and an apology song. No. Absolutely not. Look, they're proud of you.
I don't have a ukulele.
Yeah, esquites is basically elote off the cob. That's true.
It was very painful, actually. Jarvis, do not clip that! Okay, I do. I feel bad, though.
But now you know.
This cosplay is on the way. I am working on it. I just got back from MagicCon Chicago, so I'm taking a short break before I have to record 6 audiobooks. And work on this. When you have left batter, get some sausage and make corn dogs.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know if I could do that, because I don't like corn dogs.
I don't either.
So I don't know about that.
You are correct. You can absolutely do that. I've seen my family do it. I myself am not a corn dog person.
Because he knows he's right. But in defense, so once upon a time ago, lore story, Ellis burned water when he was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Ellis could not cook. And if I am lying or if I am exaggerating, you guys know for a fact that he would tell me I was bullshitting right now. Ellis could not cook. And a fascinating thing occurred as we dated and got married and everything, and we started to realize that he could cook. So here's my thing, like, because I was in the middle of dieting and all that other shit and dealing with stuff. It's boiling water until you leave it too long and then you burn it. And then it's just nothing.
Then you ruin the pot and you cry.
Yep.
As you forget.
As it's happened. No, he used to not, like, basic shit, ramen. That was about it. Not only over the years has he learned and gotten me to a point where I now cannot go to even like a 5-star, like hardcore, and I say 5-star sarcastically, but like go to a high-end fucking steak place. I can now no longer go to a high-end steak restaurant and eat the steak because it's not made the way I want it to be made. It's not made the way that I like it. I can enjoy it because it's still good steak. But he has gotten to a point where he knows exactly how to make the steak. And once in a blue moon, he'll adjust the recipe for the way that he makes the steak and tell me ahead of time and be like, I did something a little different. What do you think? But it's never been bad. Any way that he's chosen to adjust something or add a different spice or let it sit longer or anything like that, like, it's never been bad. The only thing I do miss is, like, when he started grilling chicken and grilling the steak, and, like, that was really good, but then winter hit, and it was a little bit harder to do that.
Shit, I should be able to start doing it now. I just gotta go clean it.
Hopefully.
Now that it's, like, warm enough.
But he got really, really good at it. And then he started baking, and then he started making weird shit. So, like, once upon a time ago, This was not a thing.
Made you s'more casserole with meringue on top of it.
You did. It was not a pie. It was a casserole. It was a dessert casserole.
I don't think you get to bitch at me about that ever again when I just fixed the fucking cornbread issue.
No. Sydney, the food chemical person, said pie cannot be round. We agreed. It was a tism tick, but it was agreed upon. Pie cannot be round. Ellis cooking stream.
Again,
we could do that.
You're talking tall for somebody who was almost canceled over cornbread and is now admitting defeat.
Yeah, I sincerely do. I was wrong. I was wrong. Also, hello, Silly Mom. If you guys have not followed Silly Mom, you definitely should check out some of their streams. They are the cutest the cutest furry VTuber I've ever seen with even bigger personality. Pie can't be round.
So
pie is round.
Now that
not pie like 3.14.
Now that that's fucking over, she has had correct cornbread, and it's good. The end. None of that cheap Jiffy shit. Real cornbread.
So you guys just asked me about Magic's new skin, Punk Child.
It really do be cool.
I think it hits. I'm gonna level with you guys. So I was looking at potentially doing the Eldritch Armor Dark Child because I think it's sick as fuck.
Cool.
It's just so much to do.
Armor.
But it's simple armor, and that's the difference. This motherfucker, though?
Not armor.
Not armor. I considered doing Dark Child Eldritch Armor, but then they released Punk Child, which is also sick as fuck and less armor. And also, this is just Gladio's sword, just so we're clear.
Tail armor.
I don't know, dude, because that goes hard. Tell me that does not go hard. It also reminds me of a Xenomorph.
Yeah.
It's very, like, Scorpion-esque. Anyway, no, I think it's pretty cool. But if I were to do a magic, it would have to... I'm not gonna just do magic. I would have to do magic and Dark Child, which I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if I do that, there's gonna be a lot of crying and a lot of time. On the other hand, it might be something smart on a smaller scale to get this correct as a tester for Fear Trap. So, like, I also can't argue with that. If it's something you guys want to see, you can tell me. Like, let me know which version you want to see, because the Punk Child version is really cool. I mostly like the hair, to be honest, and the purple.
God, the wig.
I'm not doing it.
Ash!
Ash!
I can hear her from the distance.
Fuck
no!
you!
That one looks easier wig-wise, to be honest with you.
Well, and I think it would be cool to add the fanning for, like, the flames, but that's also, again, something that I would have to do for you for Virgil later.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I was just thinking.
I don't know. Something to consider. Or not that you guys can see what we're looking at right now. It was just, you know.
Anyways, I'm gonna take my victory.
Here. I kind of want to finish it now, though. I said I was sorry. You guys saw it first. I apologized. I was wrong. Maybe it's just his cornbread. Everybody else's cornbread might be ass. I don't know. I'm sorry. I never say I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. Hi, Lazy. What's your favorite dinosaur? I know the answer.
What's the answer?
Why did I almost say... I almost said Ankly, and I'm like, no, it's Allosaurus.
Yeah.
Why did you say Ankly? And then my brain was like, ha! So I don't know what that was about, but thanks.
Yeah, Allosaurus. It's one of my favorites. There are a few others, but that one's up there.
Can we have a game show where neurodivergent partners, like it's like the Newlyweds, right? But it's just neurodivergent marriages, and they have to answer questions about each other.
We can do that.
But the questions are shit like, what's your partner's favorite dinosaur?
Please don't forget to also eat your real food. Now, I would like to point out that I offered, like 45 minutes ago, for you to just have fucking cornbread. Because you're like, I'm not going to eat that much. And I'm like, okay, you could just have cornbread. You're like, I'm not going to do that. It was on the table. It happened. It was there. You told me no.
I'm gonna play Marvel Rivals for a little bit. I know that you said you had stuff to do. I will help clean up some of the kitchen, but maybe work for like an hour and then you could take a break.
Yeah.
We have time in the morning to work. And I can get some recording done too, so to a certain degree.
Yeah. That's fine.
Great. Dating app called Triceratops for Tricerabottoms. Oh my god, you guys are too much. All right, that's it. That's what I've got for you guys. I need to eat my piece of chicken. I was gonna stream Marvel Rivals, but I think I'm gonna go and harass Spike shortly. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Unless you guys want to watch us play Marvel Rivals, it's up to you, kind of. Oh, before I go though, Harrison did write the thing for the Macho Man Randy Savage, so I feel like I'm required to read that. So this is the advertisement for the ass blaster we were discussing earlier, and I'm so sorry if you're just coming in not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. Hey there, folks, it's Macho Man Randy Savage here. Now, when I was alive, one of my favorite things to do outside of giving that sellout Hulk Hogan a good beating was to go camping in our nation's beautiful national parks. But as you know, it is very difficult to keep yourself clean and safe while looking for that grizzly to fight. And nowhere is so dangerous as your backdoor chocolate sauce nozzle. But wait, with a whole new ultra-masculine Ass Blaster 3000, you can keep that Cleveland Steamer Maker OSHA certified. Just simply fill with water from your local stream, then squirt fiercely and feel the last bits of yesterday's MREs fall clean off. Yours today for only $69.99 at your local Cabela's. This is Macho Man Randy Savage, reminding you to keep it real.
Prices before sales tax, water not included, not to be used in Flint, Michigan.
Everybody can thank CL Harrison for that. Off the cuff, by the way. Pretty standard behavior in defense. So, shout out to CL Harrison. You're welcome. That's a thing now. That's a thing that you get to live with for the rest of your days. Fair enough. I do feel like I should probably bow out of stream. It's been about 3 hours. I feel like that's a good place to be. Not to mention, I know a lot of you are not going to be necessarily on the cuff for watching Marvel Rivals. So, maybe next time. I'm going to go help my team do team things. Not the Joe Hendry finisher. Jesus Christ. Alright, guys. As usual, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, drink water, don't do anything I wouldn't do, or do, I'm not going to stop you. But please remember that all of my stuff can be found under officialautumnivy.com or autumnivyofficial.com. And I've got cool merch with more on the way under autumnivy.com. Otherwise, tell your friends, shout it to the heavens, or don't. Or don't. I'm really not here to judge you. I'm just kind of doing my best to be completely transparent, but it be like that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes, so. Okay, bye!